The alarm. Oh, hey, it switched over. Hello, everybody. Just about to get started. Brad's going through options. Yeah, you sitting in the middle. We had this discussion already.
Sorry, I guess I misunderstood the discussion.
The discussion was so you didn't have to mess with trying to get onto the chase. And you could be poopy.
Oh. Well, it looks like you still have eating to do, so I guess I can start things.
Sure.
While you
Sounds
eat.
good.
Okay.
And we can discover just how loud the game is, too.
I think it's pretty quiet right now.
Do we?
Taking a moment to enjoy the fact that they have the...
Was made on... the Stolen Ground thing. Okay.
Do we want to look at content warnings, or should we just go?
I mean, sure, I guess. Okay. Pretty sure this is all things we're okay with.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, well, nothing triggers me, so... Except for subcutaneous emphysema. What?
Okay.
Been over this. These were the creeps.
4 hours. 4 hours in a rented gym that still smells like socks and childhood trauma. And where did it get us? Other than bored? The band wasn't even looking for anything specific. We just wanted change. We wanted to see who was out there, if they'd show up. Well, they showed up all right.
You know, I had a dream where this exact thing happened. Except we were on stage. And naked.
We were auditioning.
Not all of us. Okay, it was just me. I was naked. I think this went better.
You're trying to make me feel better.
I see what you're doing, Freddy. You're just trying to make me feel better.
How about making us feel better? We sat through this too.
I'm so sorry you all had such a rough time. Freddy has a bad idea. What else is new? Okay, let's just wrap this up. Kaz, do you need a ride?
Just to Brian's. I'm crashing on his couch until I get a new place.
What? You said it'd be 2 days.
You know you like having me around. Whatever.
Have you heard yourself snore?
Hey, Grace, you okay? I know you've been kind of loose ends since you left college. I was just hoping tonight would cheer you up.
Already the romantic option. Are we romancing everybody possible?
I don't know if we're romancing our bandmates.
I don't know.
I'm okay.
I'm fine, Freddy. I'm really okay.
Yeah? You don't seem okay.
Well, I guess I just thought this would be easier, you know? How did I even get here?
I know. It's okay, Grace. I'm right here with you.
Music is your life, Freddy. You're the drummer, the lyricist. All of this was your idea.
Man, that's a good mention.
I wish I knew where I fit.
I think you fit.
Okay, anyone else?
You know that, right?
I did a little research it more.
The trick with drumming is it is arguably the most complex instrument.
You coming?
Most bands.
I'm gonna
You are
hang out a
going
bit,
with
mock up.
4 limbs all the time.
See you.
That takes a serious, that takes a lot of attention.
Oh, sure.
A division of attention that a lot of people aren't really capable of.
Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Is the world too much, or is it just me? Everything I set upon unravels at my feet. Everything I've learned wasted on a girl who doesn't know how to be free. Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. Oh,
Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I heard you from outside. My name's Calliope. You have an amazing voice. I hope you know that.
You're okay.
Thanks. I'm Grace. Are you here for the audition, or?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Yeah, okay. One option to consider is subtitles larger. They're a little
yeah.
small in my opinion.
Sure. Yeah,
Sure.
all right.
I think I'm actually going to turn down voices so we can turn everything else up because they feel louder than.
That's environment.
Oh, oops. But yeah, it seems to me like the audio is a lot. The spoken audio is a lot louder than the music.
Okay.
I want to turn the music up. Is this the?
Yeah, that's volume's on the left-hand side. I mean, we were already getting that kind of stuff.
Oh well.
I mean, right now it's okay, but
How many people are watching?
nobody. That requires somebody watching us.
People watch us sometimes.
Flaming top.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
I'm afraid it's just me, Calliope. The rest of the band already left, so...
Well, I don't mind if you don't.
Alright, well...
Brad cannot balance his audio.
With the fire furious, I have burned my tongue. Grief from all the promises, too many dreams unsung. All the steps I didn't take and paths proved untrue. Is there any path through? Like a boat lost at sea, though I'm about
Throwing stuff at us.
you still have your life ahead. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. All things that lose their way can find it again. There is no inertia in the ocean.
Oh, interesting.
So I don't think this is a permanent choice. Anytime this is how we progress. We choose,
Okay,
and it's always going to be these three: charming,
Right.
kick-ass, clever.
let's go with charming for right now.
Okay.
Maybe if I lean upon my friends, raise the alarm, I'll call for them. Do I have the heart to trust they'll keep me safe from harm?
Wow. What was that?
Your song was just so wonderful. I had to finish it with you. I hope that's all right. I also know what it feels like to be lost. To feel as if you have no place to turn. That's why I had to come inside.
Wait, so we can't choose that one because that's not the trait we took.
Huh. Okay.
Oh,
I don't know how that works then.
okay.
Well, I mean, hell, we're all going in blind. So
Yeah.
Have we met before?
It's really weird. I feel like... Have we met before?
I don't think so, but artists often find me familiar.
What does that mean?
It means I've traveled in many circles. May I ask you why you feel so adrift? You're so young. Surely your life is just beginning.
Sorry. Yeah, it didn't keep.
Did you hit
Oh,
confirm?
yeah, maybe that's it.
Okay.
You just backed out without hitting confirm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be honest.
It would sound stupid.
Try me.
Well... I left school because I didn't feel like I belonged there, but I still haven't found my place. What am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to go? Shouldn't I have figured this out by now?
Those are good questions to ask.
And holding. Well, we're getting serious.
I should go.
About the audition. I'm sure everyone will agree you're in, if you want to be, that is.
I hope to see you again, Grace. Perhaps soon.
Right. See you then.
Yes, America, this is a new game. Something brand spanking new. Actually, this game just came out earlier this week, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like yesterday, I think. Now that I think about it. The day before.
It's not that recent. It has only been a few months.
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be...
Close.
Calliope?
I didn't know or else. I'm so sorry, Grace.
I'll get help.
Oh,
Do
God.
you want to take the
You're hurt.
Sure.
I'll get help.
No! No! You have to wait. You can't go. I didn't want to do this to you. Not like this. I'm so sorry.
What do you mean? Hey! Calliope! Please. Please, come on.
Are we about to become the new muse?
What is that?
Yes.
Yeah, looks like.
Probably.
Oh,
Yep.
I can wait. Take your time.
Who... Is that my door?
Technically, it's my door. Or our door, maybe? I came as soon as I could.
I think she's dead. We need help. You need to call someone or...
Well, I'm someone. I got called. Happens every time one of us dies, you know?
Erica says, new muse in the house.
She really is dead, huh? Man. So, the course is gonna want to talk to you. Sucks, but, you know.
Huh. I have to say I kind of don't like how you pick a personality trait and then you don't get dialogue options.
We might be able to unlock more later based on how we approach other songs. I don't know.
I don't know.
There's probably going to be one of each. So we've had the first two, and then we'll see the charm one later.
The chorus? You mean the authorities? Are they coming?
I guess they're authorities? But they're not coming here. We have to go to them. Look, I can see you don't know squat about this, so I'm gonna explain real quick, but then you gotta come with me, okay? When Cal died, you saw a shiny thing come out of her, right? That was her soul. That's what made her a god.
A what?
It's in you now, which makes you a god. Surprise, right? You with me so far? Cool. Let's go.
Yeah, Hermes is definitely the person I would want to spoil the program to make. Could I maybe, I don't know, wash my hands?
Oh yeah, still her explanation, dude. Yep. Malarkey.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Sorry to drop you and run, but when an idol dies, there's like 100 different things I gotta do.
No, wait. Where did you bring me? How did we get here?
The chorus can explain. Don't touch anything. Okay?
Wait! Come back! Okay. Yeah. I'll just wait here and, not touch anything.
Blood seems to have stopped being an issue.
I see that.
Probably when her corporeal form dissipated. Are they the owl's cookies?
Our beloved sister, the last of the Muses, has passed on to you, our new sister, delivered to us by dear sweet Hermes. It's, Grace, yes?
Yes?
Oh, my. You have had quite the day, haven't you?
I mean, the day was kind of dull, but the evening was really kicking off.
I'm leaning towards Calliope is really dead.
Sure. Okay.
So Calliope is really dead.
I'd vote for whatever.
Even
you
if she's a...
said.
God?
Yeah, a god.
Yes, we call it passing on, but yes, sadly it happens even to us. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Athena, goddess of wisdom. This is Apollo, god of prophecy, dressed for the occasion, as always. The
Mr.
wondrous
Prince.
Aphrodite, goddess of love.
I believe it's
And
very
the one
sad.
glaring at you is
Yeah.
Persephone, once queen of the underworld. Together, we are the chorus. We rule over the idols, our name for the gods who remain. All of us, hidden in your modern world.
Do we get to ask all of these, or...
I would hope so, but I don't know.
Yeah, start with gods are real. Sure.
Gods aren't real. They can't be. They're just...
Stories,
I know we do still have
myths,
blood on our hands.
legends.
Oh, okay.
If you're real, you'd be all-powerful. You wouldn't be hiding or...
Don't pay much attention to those old tales about us, Grace. They weren't very true to begin with, and, well, truth be told, we've diminished since those days. That doesn't mean we're helpless, of course. Far from it. Yet, at the end of the day, we too are just people, trying to get by.
I don't trust Athena, which is a weird thing to say.
Yeah, she's laying it on a little thick.
Uh-huh.
Right, and you live here, not in some city in Europe or a...
On top of a mountain? Oh, I know. Once we roamed marble halls, and now, fashionably appointed apartments.
Marcus says
We
Athena
have
could be some
Wi-Fi.
kind of weird Karen vibes.
Yeah.
We move with the times, Grace. We have to, if we're going to remain hidden and survive. The mortals grow more and more clever with each passing century. Television! I do what I must.
I like how she says we move with the times, but she's still dressed very ancient Greek.
Okay.
I mean, maybe she dressed up for the occasion?
You expect me to believe that gods, sorry, idols, have been living among us for what, thousands of years? You're thousands of years old.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to make you believe anything. Not at all. If you'd like to believe this office is right outside your front door, or that we are, I don't know, actors, religious fanatics, by all means. The only thing I do need you to grasp is that you are here. This is real, and like it or not, it is happening.
Wait, you said, and Hermes said, that I'm a god now too. And an idol.
That is true.
That thing that came out of her that went into me.
We call it an eidolon, the part of Calliope's soul which made her an idol, which now makes you one.
Athena, we are wasting time.
The reason you're here, Grace, the reason why we made you wait so long while we debated, is because we have rules. Those rules mean we can't admit into our ranks a usurper. Never mind a possible murderer. I know this will all come as a shock, and I'm so sorry to say it, but I'm afraid you have to die.
Sorry? Oh, there you go.
Okay, sure.
You want me to die? But that isn't fair!
I know, but consider it from our point of view. A dear sister, someone who traveled with us through the ages, gone.
But I didn't do it! Aren't you supposed to be the goddess of wisdom? Can't you see this isn't right?
Ooh, snap.
So Athena
Calliope's
did, right?
blood is literally on your hands.
But... it isn't...
Oh, she looks so helpless. Maybe we
should do as we agreed. Calliope's line would end, yes, but what other option do we have? Let a usurper remain an idol?
Justice has to be done, for Calliope's sake.
But... this isn't justice!
You cannot hide from this reality.
Learn how to investigate.
I'm not hiding, though a little lost here.
If you are lost, little girl, this bears explanation. Dear child, please listen. You have usurped a muse. No recourse to be arranged.
But it's unfair.
I know, but our laws cannot be changed.
But she came to me.
You must realize there are simple rules. If one of us dies, these rules have been the tools that shield
You must know
us.
I didn't do it. Is it weird this isn't song?
Now that the muse is gone, I'm afraid you'll have to see. The chorus is in accord. Justice won't be ignored.
I disagree.
Ooh, not an accord.
Ooh.
Did I hear that correctly?
You've been quiet this entire time, Apollo. Why speak up now?
I grieve Calliope's loss just as much as the rest of you, but I can't let you do this.
He's right. What if Grace speaks the truth? What if Calliope chose her? And what if Calliope was murdered by her? What if Grace stole her eidolon?
Then we need to find out. Don't you want justice?
Oh, Apollo, I thought we'd agreed this was justice. What would you have us do?
No, we do not want a trial.
Yeah, that's clearly rigged.
I'm leaning towards we need to find the truth.
Sure. Yeah.
Because
There has to be some way to find the truth. Aren't you gods? Couldn't a god, I don't know...
We aren't seriously considering this.
Very well. This one time. I put a motion before the chorus. Do we allow Grace the right to prove her innocence?
Yes.
I think so. Yes. Fine.
Oh, Jordy.
And there we have it.
Let's focus.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna get some help with this, right? Some direction?
You say Calliope chose you. I would like to believe that. I truly would. You have 1 week to find out what happened, Grace.
What happens after a week?
There will be a trial. If you cannot provide proof of your innocence by then, oh, our original verdict stands.
Someone?
Can someone explain to me just how I'm supposed to find the truth? I'm not a detective. I don't know anything about the idols.
Well, that's for you to figure out.
I knew you were gonna say that. How did I know you were gonna say that?
We're not going to keep you, Grace. You have much to do. Before you go, however, a few rules. Do not reveal our existence to the mortal world. This includes mortal authorities that cannot help you. Do not harm another idol. Do not leave the city. Do as the chorus commands. Otherwise, do whatever you must to find the true killer, if they exist.
Oh, that's all?
Welcome, dear sister.
And do help yourself to a cookie.
Wash my hands first.
Hey, check out the
Okay.
journal.
Huh?
Well, the journal kept doing updates, so I didn't know if I looked at that.
Maybe in a minute.
Okay.
Right now, wait.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Seems you did choose the journal.
I guess I did.
And
I
you-
used
I
oh,
did.
she's on
I,
the D-pad, yeah.
I moved. I moved.
Let's see here. Can you turn up the mic audio? You guys are very quiet. Oh, yeah. Let's... Oh, I'm going to actually have to get up for that. Because I just realized on OBS the microphone is maxed out already.
Okay, back goes way the hell back.
Alright, for that. Hey, folks, say something.
What do we say?
Saying something.
Oh, that looks good, yeah.
Also, we apparently have never read any Greek mythology ever. At all.
Oh?
The way she's describing people is...
Okay.
I guess
Wait,
they're the
what?
god of doorways, maybe? It's like... That, like, okay. So, I have 2 complaints about the game thus far.
Okay.
Number 1, stills of people singing are not as emotive as you think they are. Just for the record.
Fair.
Especially the one where, like, she's in the room alone and just going... It's like, that was a choice, and... do better. Secondly, everyone who went through the U.S. public school system took a section on Greek mythology. Like, it's part of classics. Everyone in middle school had to learn who Hermes was. I mean, for real. Okay, moving on now.
She has that sparkle when you look at her. She looks sad. What are you talking about?
Whatever, it's fine.
It's like Aphrodite went through a goth period because she missed the age of love or something like that.
Okay, I assume our suspect list will get longer, but at the moment, I think Athena did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a goddess of wisdom, she wasn't being very wise about things. Oh, clearly you did it. Off with her head. Maybe she's a cool mom. I think more that other one, or maybe she'll keep smiling while she smothers me with a pillow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Narca
she,
goes,
like, she brings up, why didn't she just say no? Let's nip this in the bud. It's like, because the other gods were turning on her, and she would have looked real suspicious.
Yeah.
If she had doubled down.
Basically.
Larka goes, Athena, goddess of wisdom and snootiness, apparently.
I mean, this would be the first time I've seen Athena as the goddess of snootiness.
Wait, she had to look up that the underworld is hell?
Yeah, okay, that'd be point 2 in the whole... She dropped out of college. She would have known this.
I mean, that's just... I mean, is that really a study of ancient Greece, or is that just... logic?
I mean, that too, but even with logic, the character supposedly dropped out of college.
Okay.
Like...
Oh, did it say that in her description? I wasn't reading it.
No, that's... I mean...
She doesn't have one.
No, she mentions it more. Like, she tells Calliope in the beginning, I left school because I felt like I didn't belong there.
And she's clearly not in high school.
And she's clearly not in high school.
Unless she left in high school and just stayed out.
No.
That's not what I got.
Yeah, and also there's a picture of her with Freddie on the wall in her apartment. They're both a graduation cap.
Ah, okay.
So no, she dropped out of college.
Still somehow missed all this. Larka says, for what it's worth, I had 0 required classes on classics or mythology in school.
Thanks. Like, it was just part of English class. Like, it wasn't a classics class, it was just part of English. But, whatever.
Eh.
I know you had it. Alright. There.
Yeah.
How do I go?
Can you not? Does A doesn't work?
Oh, you have to... You're flipping between the two. There you go.
Give me a mouse and keyboard any day.
I mean, I can just get you the keyboard.
It's fine.
Well, at least there's no chords.
And nothing.
Grace. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hi. You're kidding, right? When I came home, the door was wide open. You weren't answering your phone. Kaz and Brian are still out looking for... Grace... We thought something happened to you. Did something happen to you?
That's a great opener. You didn't find a body, did you?
Alright, well, we've already been told we cannot tell her.
Right.
Do we follow their rules?
For the moment.
Okay.
I feel like this is new enough that...
Sure. Yeah, we don't know how closely they're watching us.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, did they say not to tell anyone or just, like, keep things under wraps, don't tell the authority?
They said don't tell mortals who we are.
Okay.
We could say you didn't find a body. Sure, let's do that.
Sure.
When you got home, there wasn't a body here? No blood or anything?
A body? What do you mean, like a dead body?
Yeah. A woman named Calliope. She showed up and she was...
You were gone all night. Why didn't you answer your phone?
Just brushing that off? Really?
I was calling and calling. This wasn't some hookup, was it? Because, you know, you can say it's none of your business, Freddie.
It was not a hookup.
It was definitely not a hookup. I'm allowed to say that much, I think.
Allowed to say? Like you're a secret spy? Have you been a secret spy this whole time? Because if you have, that's pretty cool.
Hi there.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
So Anne gave it away. We didn't have
Okay.
to.
Yeah. Good question.
Yeah,
is
good
fair.
question. Yeah, it's a great start.
Honestly, your guess is as good as mine.
To answer your question, my dear, you see the horns because I allow you to see the horns. That's crazy, right? As for who I am, I've been known most often as Pan. So you call me that, if you must call me anything.
Pan, of the Greek gods, Pan.
Ready, apparently.
But he's some kind of cosplayer?
The days of idols being called gods are well behind us, I'm afraid, but I assure you, I am the real article. I come to offer our newest idol a helping hand. Or perhaps two. You do look lost, don't you?
I am definitely picking clever if we do this again.
I like the bottom question. Because we weren't sure about that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So we can just talk about this in front of Freddy.
Haven't you? Darling. And here I drop my glamour and everything.
It's just, I was told we're not supposed to. Talk about it, that is.
Talk about what? Grace, tell me.
The prohibition is against revealing the idols to the mortal world. She's not the mortal world, is she? She can be trusted, can't she?
Why do I have the feeling that I'm gonna regret not leaving with Brian and Kaz?
Oh, I can guarantee it.
Okay, Freddy. Have a seat. Let's talk.
Alright. I mean, that worked out. Someone else went.
Wow, that was a long ass talk.
Yes.
I mean,
That's
it took us
it?
3 hours to do that. It took us like
Huh?
20 minutes to get here.
I guess. Do you believe in this, Grace?
Yeah, I saw it. Sure.
Yep.
Sure, but I had proof. I traveled through a magical door.
Which sounds extra cool.
I was a little distracted.
Well, I have a million questions, but I
You
can
had
ask
3
later.
hours.
The important thing is that I am here to support my best friend.
Actually, I feel like we can be, because
Sure.
yeah.
Okay.
What did I ever do to deserve a friend like you?
You sat next to me at lunch period, dummy.
Oh yeah, right.
My friendship comes with all sorts of benefits, up to and including the tracking down of supernatural killers.
Such darling camaraderie. It brings a tear to
Dude's
my
just
eye.
been
It
standing there
truly
for 3
does.
hours. Yeah.
Speaking of killers,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You wound me, dear lady. I've come to offer advice to our newest idol, a foundling who is set adrift most cruelly.
Okay, now we can ask what's in it for you.
So you're here purely for my sake then? Like a charity case?
My dear sweet girl, as far as you're concerned, I am the god of charity
You're
cases.
not. You're like the god of dancing and
but you're
getting
not,
drunk.
are you?
But not even the
Was
good
the
getting
god
drunk.
of lust and mischief. Doesn't sound too charitable to me.
Ah, yes.
Thank goodness Freddy's
The
here.
old tales of the gods. Such antics, such fantasy. Pay them no mind.
Who cares how accurate it was?
Oh, we can ask again.
Does it just repeat? I'm curious. Go for it.
Yeah, go
Well,
for it.
the last time we had question
Right.
marks, they disappeared
Yeah.
or changed.
I still don't trust you. Nobody does anything for free.
Now,
Tans to fall, dude. Tans to fall.
Who said I was doing anything for free?
Here we go.
I have not, however, asked for anything. As of yet.
Sure, well,
You know, you could be the killer, for all I know.
Come to mislead you, perhaps. How fiendishly clever of me. Well called, darling.
And maybe even true.
Poor Pan! To be eternally maligned and mistrusted. Alas, and alas, and alas.
And so far, I'm kind of loving Pan.
I doubt there's a line
He's
of
currently
eyes
my
waiting to
favorite.
offer you advice, Grace. But whether you accept mine or not is for you to decide.
Seems rather convenient, you showing up with advice. How did you even know I existed?
A little bird told me, if you must know.
Was it
Very
the owl?
useful, those little birds.
He's not gonna tell you, Grace.
There's not much to tell. Among the idols, news travels swiftly. We are a tiny village of godly busybodies.
That I believe.
Yeah,
I heard
no,
of your
100%.
arrival,
It's like,
and
what
I
else am I
know
gonna
how
do?
obtuse the chorus can be. So here I am. You're welcome.
All right.
Okay,
Feed
I'll
us the
bite.
line.
What's your advice? I have to admit, I don't really know where to start.
Well, I'm not normally one to run amok telling others how to live their lives. But have you considered using your powers?
My powers.
Music, art, passion. You are the last muse, and all these are now your province.
The chorus. We could call out the fact that it was weird they started singing.
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Because she called out that it was weird that they
Tina
were.
and the others, they all started singing. Does that mean that was me?
Let me guess. Music swelled as if from nowhere. Lips quivered, souls were laid bare.
Yeah, I guess.
And yeah, that was you.
Okay, but how does that help me find Calliope's murderer?
Allow me to expedite the process of understanding. Now then, close your eyes. You hear that? It's coming from you. When you sing, what emotion does it summon?
I don't know.
You open your eyes, you look into the crowd, and you feel.
Powerful.
Sometime.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand. I'm the guy who can help you. All that you hear is at your command.
Wait.
No, it's okay, Freddy. This is all me? What do I do?
Start singing.
Now?
Oh,
Okay.
Why not? Time's a wasting.
By the way, we can turn off the timer now.
Freddy, he's got me shaking. I don't know what I'm meant to do. Something in me's awakened. But this goat guy thinks I'm some great ingenue. I'm doing it now, huh? I don't follow. Are those really actual horns? And this singing is so hard to swallow. Can you hear me, Grace? What's going on? Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home.
I won't say you need saving. You're not drowning, you're waving. And you two, are you dating? It's so titillating.
Grace, we gotta be careful. Has he slipped something into our drinks? Spouting crap about powers. He could be dangerous. What do you think? Freddy, this map is uncharted. Let's hear him out. I know how you feel. Me, I'm just getting started. I wish you could feel this. It's kind of unreal. Grace, have you gone delirious? Stranger danger could not be more serious. You've been hurt before by mysterious men. I won't let you get hurt again.
Here's about that.
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home.
I'm so glad I found you. Wolves all around you. But can you survive on your own?
Grace. I'm frightened.
It's
Everyone
okay,
sing
Freddy.
together.
I got this.
I never knew I had that in me.
Who's making this happen? This isn't a game.
You don't understand.
This has all gotten out of hand.
Nothing for Grace will ever be the same.
I actually don't know if I wanted to pick that.
Lost girls, you all love your lost girls. A rescue that you can take home. Oh, you can see we're at home.
I see what I see, kid. Freddie has no idea, kid. You'd be far better off on your own.
I don't know about that.
Really? Now you're just being silly. Maybe the muse isn't feeling the gravity. Or do you refuse and, like ostriches, happily stick your heads in the sand? Grace, I could be your right hand. Freddie, you better leave her alone. Let me do what I do, or she'll sink like a stone.
Lost girl, I know I'm not a lost girl, but this is all new, and I don't know what to do. Should I stay with my bestie? This goat's getting testy.
I'm gonna choose Pan for now.
I'll always be home.
I'm sorry, Freddy. If you're forcing me to choose, well, I guess I've got to go with Pan.
You're kidding me. Can't you see what he is, Grace?
I need him, Freddy. He can help me.
As opposed to me, who's of no help whatsoever.
That, my dear, is the power of a muse. To draw out the truth from within. I trust you can see how that might be useful in your investigation.
While we're paused, are you cool with the timed things? We can make it so it's you have a little time.
I mean, it's okay for now.
Okay.
Yeah, and I kind of get why it's there. It's to make sure that the music keeps flowing. So.
Yeah,
But,
and like for that reason, I'm fine with it too. But if you want more time to consider your options,
yeah, it's totally up to you.
No, I mean, I don't know. I didn't love the whole they're pitted against each other thing, and I'm not sure.
So maybe it was like
how
this
we could have
song, or-
fixed that if
Right.
possible, because like that doesn't make sense to me right now. Because we've gone from "I'm your best friend and I'll always support you" to "but not if you accept his help." It's like that's weird.
Yeah. It's like, she's like, oh, me, who is of no use at all. It's like, I never said that. Just in this particular case, this dude can help.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I kind of want to do, but I didn't have control.
All right, do it.
That's fair.
Sure, but I have to admit, I didn't feel completely in control.
Of course not. A song goes where a song goes, Grace. It will only go where it wishes. A muse does not command. She evokes. She elicits. She inspires.
You find this helpful, Grace? He oozes. Ugh.
Grace is not wrong, dear lady. I am the most benevolent of benefactors. For all your powers, you still need a place to begin your search. And this I can provide. An address in the city where Calliope was staying.
Why did he switch hands? That was weird. Because he was reaching in with his right and then handed it with his left.
I kind of like you should have led with that.
Yeah.
Do it.
You have Calliope's address? You should have started with that.
And miss all the dancing? Nonsense.
That's bad.
Now
Yeah.
this I consider a favor. One I hope you'll remember in future dealings.
Owing something that's ambiguous as a favor is dangerous.
Well, I guess that'll help you. It's weird to think of a god with a home address.
You're not coming along?
I should remind you there is an element of danger. A killer. is on the loose. No?
I was gonna go with I guess you're right.
Okay.
Someone who can kill an idol. Yeah.
I should track down Kaz and Brian. Honestly, just tell them you're okay.
Then I guess I'll go check this place out on my own.
So glad that's settled. I'll let you get to it. I've drinking to resume. Ta-ta.
Looking around her apartment, I kind of miss the days of casual theft of signage.
Okay. So we just...
Yeah, it looks like we don't have options right now. We're still early on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's open. That's not a good sign.
First, I was like, wow, it's really bare. But okay.
No, it's just big.
This
Yeah.
is Calliope's apartment? I don't know what I was expecting, but... not this. Hello?
She's dead.
Sure, Grace, good job. Just announce to the killer that you're here. I better have a look around.
I don't know why the killer would be hanging out in the apartment, but... get everything.
It automatically went to confirm. I think.
Yes, it's weird. The menu is weird.
Being stylistic.
Look at that.
I have notes.
That's beautiful. How do you even get one of these? After Calliope left the audition, where did she go? Did she follow me? Did she come here? Did she paint that? Looks like it belongs in a museum. Andy Warhol, yeah, that makes sense. Wonder how many celebrities she knew. Right. These aren't... Do I inherit these as the new muse? Is anyone okay to
My
ask?
apartment?
I want to believe this is just an ironic photo of Elvis and she wasn't like his muse or... A giant harp. Of course there's a giant harp.
I want to know how we got into college.
So many instruments in here. Did she play all of them?
Our powers of observation are amazing.
I don't see anything useful down here. Maybe there's something upstairs? Oh man. Keep it together, Grace. It's just your average, everyday...
There were only 3 muses, you know, not 9. Whenever they found someone who made something truly masterful or created a new art form, they'd pass on their idol on. Take a new name. You see, that's how the mortals became confused. They got it wrong. Like they got almost everything about us wrong.
It's like we know he's Apollo.
What are you doing? Sitting here in the dark?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Preparing your villainous monologue?
I'm grieving. For a dear friend. If I may ask, how did you find this place? And what are you doing here?
Pretty sure you know why what I'm doing.
I don't want to try to use charming.
Sure. Yeah, do it.
I'm looking for help. To save my life, remember?
Yes, Yes, I should apologize for that. Our ways must seem strange to you.
You don't need to apologize. You're the only one who really helped me.
It wasn't right, what they were doing.
It still isn't. I still need help.
I can't help you, Grace. I wish I could. You deserve better.
Can you tell me about Calliope? I barely knew her, but she seemed...
She was a beautiful soul, if troubled.
Troubled?
She thought the idols had lost their way. She argued with us, all of us, that we needed to change. We hadn't spoken in years. I hadn't seen her home before today. I'd rather not talk about it.
This room is a mess. Did you do this?
This? It was like this when I got here.
And you didn't think that was in the least bit strange?
I don't think much of it.
Yeah, there's been a few.
Came here to be reminded of Calliope, not to search through her things. That and it's cleaner than my place.
There could be a clue here?
Yeah.
So you didn't mess up the room, but someone must have. There could be a clue.
Nothing that I've seen. All this mess, as you put it, is likely the result of her projects.
Her projects?
When Calliope got an idea in her head, she would obsess over it, sometimes for months, even years. I don't know what she was involved with lately, but this... for her, this is nothing.
Why can't you help me exactly? Pan said there's no specific rule against it.
You've already met Pan? How odd. It's not that I'm forbidden to help you, Grace. It's that you don't want my help.
Of course I do! You have to know more than me about almost everything!
My help will only make things worse.
How is that possible? I've been sentenced to death.
And without my help, you stand a chance of avoiding that fate.
So let me get this straight. You'll speak up for me, but you won't lift a finger to help.
You don't want me to do more.
You keep saying that, but it doesn't make any sense. If you didn't want to help, that'd be one thing. But insisting I don't want you to? Why not?
Can't do this.
I can see this is hard for you, I really can. But I don't understand.
You don't know what you're asking.
Do I have to beg? For whatever reason you helped me before. My life is still on the line.
I haven't sung in centuries.
According to Pan, I can't force anyone to do anything.
Phantom pains from a missing friend, feeding thoughts, thoughts that never end. What did I do? What didn't I do? Here she is, only in your head. Long gone fights, but they're never dead. What did I do? What didn't I do?
Calliope, what was she to you?
Years, thousands of years, we walked side by side. She tried, said there's other paths. Don't walk the same, never the same.
Got rhythm.
I have roads I like, smooth, paved in stone. She got tired of our divide. We weren't the same, never the same.
Yeah.
You held fast. What's that about?
Stubborn me thought I'd wait her out. Usually she'd come back to me. You see, she'd return. We'd do that old dance, knowing both there was not a chance that I would change. But she never came.
Years, thousands of years, and now you're left behind. Your mind still hears her say, break from the same, never the same. Listen to her, break from the same, never the same.
But I've tried.
Never with me. We haven't tried.
Then
Sure.
let's see.
Tell me if it's too hard. If I pushed you too far, just say.
It's okay. She's gone. Can't be the same. Never the same. That hidden voice, it'll always play. On a loop, it'll always say, what did I do? What didn't I do?
It's a song you can't erase, but you can make a tiny space for what you will do. Something new.
Very well, I'll help. Though I'm uncertain what you expect me to do.
Athena called you the god of prophecy, didn't she? Isn't that telling the future?
No, 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 no.
Prophecy is the last thing you need, Grace.
Can you explain why? Like, that feels safe.
It'd be helpful if you could explain why, exactly. This is all new to me, remember?
Yes, of course, that's true. It's so easy to forget that. To receive a prophecy is not simply to be told what might happen, it's to be told what will happen. To know a prophecy is to be bound to its outcome. Only in ignorance is one free to choose.
How does that work?
It's a pretty heavy question, but sure.
Or that doesn't sound helpful?
I mean, either are fine.
Oh, sure.
What? That makes no sense. If you tell me I'm gonna fall into a hole.
Then you will.
No, but I'll just avoid holes. All holes, any hole.
And the act of trying to avoid them is what will make you fall. Worse, prophecies are never crystal clear. Sometimes you won't understand the full meaning until it's too late.
Can you help another way?
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything you can do that isn't prophecy related?
Not directly, but yes, possibly. Come with me. There's someone I'd like you to meet.
I investigate the room first? No? Okay.
Oh my god, is this his place?
He said it was a mess.
This is where you live?
Oh, yes. Sometimes. And excuse the mess. I don't get many visitors.
No kidding.
Okay, sure.
This really explains why you didn't notice anything at Calliope's apartment.
Well, don't hold back on my account, Grace.
No, I won't.
You said I'm here to meet someone?
Ah, yes. Do you know what an oracle is?
Yeah, we're definitely picking clever next time.
It's like, no, he doesn't know anything, so...
Yeah.
Let me guess. Another idol?
Not quite. They serve as a channel of sorts for
We weren't using your power.
powers. This allows them to offer insight, knowledge they have no earthly means to possess. There's always been one. Over the ages, no matter where I go, one manages to find me.
Meaning there's an oracle here.
There is.
What?
I have brought someone to see you.
Child?
Mm-hmm.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not a magic fortune cookie. Is that what Paul told you? Oracle's my handle. And even if I was the Oracle, I'm certainly not his Oracle.
Sure.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Oracle.
Huh. Well, she's got better manners than the last lady you brought here. But at least that one had a casserole. Do you have a casserole?
No.
I don't want Grace's
Yeah, that's what I thought.
casserole.
Look,
Martha's
I'm
chuckling
sure
at
he
the
told you
whole
all
thing.
sorts of nonsense. I use computers. I'm a hacker. That's it.
I ask very little of you, Oracle. Your help here would be appreciated.
Fine. Put your abs in a twist.
No, you noticed.
Okay. So
I know I
Paul
didn't.
brought you all this way just to see little old me? What's on your mind, sis?
Brad, can you pass me the sewing supplies, please?
What?
The
Oh,
blue
The cookie.
I mean, the whole thing is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Do you live here?
I crash here, yeah. Better here than home.
She showed up one day, as the oracles do. Naturally, she is welcome to stay as long as she likes.
See the way he talks? I thought maybe he was a creep at first, but nah. Paul's aight.
The highest of praise.
He'd be more alright if he did some laundry.
So you're an oracle who uses the internet, huh?
Like I said, it's my handle. And yeah, it's a sweet setup, huh? Some of it's even legit.
The parts I purchased for her, presumably.
Bargain for, fair and square. And I keep telling you to get me an Ethernet cable.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's the 21st century, Paul. And
How do you
the
guys change
21st
with the
century
times?
Oracle needs her some download speed, okay?
I mean, she ain't wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her sweet setup of a laptop and an EB.
No, her thing about internet speed.
No, the thing before that.
Oh.
Yeah,
was
she
about-
said she claimed
Yeah.
he had a sweet setup.
Well, there's potentially more there than we can see.
I'm looking for information about someone named Calliope. Can you help?
Oh, the lady from that apartment I sent Paul to. Yeah, I've been checking that out.
What did I tell you?
I looked it up. You could do the same if you learned to use a computer. Here, hold up, I'll show you. There. The apartment was originally purchased 2 years ago by a holding company, Core with a K Enterprises.
Oh. Oh, I see. That would be Persephone.
Hooray.
surprise.
You weren't expecting that?
I wasn't aware
That's
Persephone
not
and Calliope were
suspicious at
friendly.
all.
Certainly not friendly enough for Persephone to give Calliope an apartment. The good news is that Persephone is easy to find. I can take you to her if you like.
Ugh. Yeah, will there be
I'm
truth?
thinking she won't be happy to see me.
Persephone is rarely happy to see anyone.
Great! We're all done now.
Thank you for your help, Oracle. Please, do try to get out from behind your screens at least once today. Perhaps go for a walk.
Yeah, sure, will do. Leave a tip on your way out.
Touch grass, kid.
You know that never works.
I do like the fact that, like, the hacker is just somebody who knows how to use Google.
I imagine it's one of those things where she probably does have something.
Mm-hmm.
Like she instinctively knows where to look.
Welcome to the underworld.
Wow. How have I never heard of this place?
Persephone keeps it a secret, while still managing to draw a crowd every night. Don't ask me how.
Word of mouth.
Here in the underworld, idols can be themselves, even if they don't look human.
And hitting on the wait staff. That's not surprising.
Yeah.
Do you come here often?
Oh, no. Persephone and I aren't friends.
Are
Is she
any
friends
of the
with
boys
anyone?
friends?
Not many, no. Except Calliope, apparently. If we're to find Persephone in all this, we'll need to split up. Have you considered what you'll say to her?
I'll be persuasive.
I'll figure something out. I can be persuasive when I
If I
want to
play
be.
this, I'm gonna go
I'm
hardcore.
aware.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure even you could sweet talk Persephone.
Is that a challenge?
It's the truth. If Persephone really was friends with Calliope, talking to you might be the last thing she wants.
I'm sure
You need
it
to be
is.
prepared to use your powers, as you did with me. Come find me in the crowd if you need anything. Otherwise, be careful, Grace.
Grace, would you like to go take a nap?
Oh, Eros is here.
Oh, sure.
Of course, she's in bondage here.
Oh, hey. You're the new muse, aren't you?
I guess I am, yeah.
Aphrodite mentioned it. Didn't figure I'd see you here, though. Oh, excuse the manners. Name's Eros, god of sex.
You know Aphrodite, right? I only met her the once.
Of course he does.
Sure, she's my mother. You know how it is.
How would I know? No here, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't thinking. But you hear a lot of idols talk about each other like that. Mother, brother, sister, grandfather. None of us are actually related. We just played a family for so many centuries. It may as well be true.
Wait, did you say that you're the god of sex?
Desire, really. Sensuality. Attraction. Why? Were you expecting a chubby little flying baby with a bow and arrow?
I wasn't.
I actually preferred Cupid, but man had to be the trickster. Spread all those stupid stories.
I'm sorry.
Why? It's not your fault. Just another grudge I get to carry around forever.
I mean, I'd do him.
He's such a pouty little bitch.
I mean, we don't know what he's like when he's happy.
Okay, sure.
And ideally, if you were doing it, you'd be happy.
Yeah.
So Aphrodite is your mother, but not really.
That's right. A long time ago, she took care of me when I needed taking care of. The mortals, they just assumed. These days, well, it's not like that anymore. We're not as invulnerable as we used to be. Least of all, Aphrodite.
Well, then again, Aphrodite's like really sad.
Yeah.
So maybe some of that rubs off on Eros.
The god of sex at a club. Looking for someone?
Once.
Olga's like, Eris got him some leather daddy vibes. Yeah, clearly. Yeah.
See what happened.
Look out there. See all these people. The hope, the anticipation, the connections, they bounce off each other. To me, it's like lightning.
He likes to watch. Sounds like, yeah, it is. Like, people in her...
There are worse ways to spend a night out.
I used to make it happen, you know. Mortals once begged me to make it happen, to inspire true love. But now I only inspire sex. Not the same thing. It's just as well. People should find true love the hard way, or value it more.
Hopefully start fewer wars over it, too.
You seem a little distracted. Was everything okay?
Of course it is. Sure. Not obvious, huh? Truth is,
yes, you're a bit of a downer.
I don't come here that often. No, it's hard to get away. I just... No, never mind.
Oh, no, please. Oh, you talk to me.
I'm willing to listen if you need to talk.
I appreciate that. Maybe some other time.
Here's the thing. I'm looking for Persephone, but I can't find her anywhere.
Well, I know where she is, but I question whether she'd be happy to see you.
No, she's not gonna.
I like you, but Mother told me what happened at the chorus. I don't want to cause trouble with Persephone.
Would it be a problem? Sure.
She's that scary, huh?
It's not that I'm scared of her. Well, maybe a little. You haven't been around long, but once you have, you'll learn that idle grudges are forever.
That's not
I don't know Persephone well, but considering what I do know, I don't blame you.
I know it's lousy, and I'm sorry. I hope I can make it up to you someday.
I'll see you around.
Count on it.
We may have potentially made a friend.
I think we did.
I hope so. We need friends. I'm gonna talk to everybody except Apollo right now. Hermes, ya bitch.
Got a lot of explaining to do.
Whoa, you're here.
Lorca's sexy
I mean,
leather
you gotta
friend?
be somewhere, but you're here.
Hello, Hermes.
Sorry about running off on you back at the thing. Didn't really have a choice, but sorry anyway.
You're not much like the other idols, are you?
No? I haven't been an idol very long. Maybe like a year? I've lost track.
Oh.
So I'm not the one to ask about the idol stuff. It's all cool, but mostly I do whatever Athena asks.
So we can't trust
Athena
you.
says, one day I'll sit on the chorus. That'll be sick. Can you imagine me in charge?
No.
Not really is an option.
Wouldn't Athena still be in charge?
Yeah, you're probably right.
That doesn't bother you?
Why would it? Athena's the nicest of the bunch. She makes the best cookies.
You do know she tried to kill me, right?
You've only been an idol for a year? How did that happen?
Probably same way it did with you.
Oh, the old Hermes died in your arms and then they accused you of his murder?
No. Well, yes. I mean, no, not like that. But yeah. I was there when he died. We were friends and I was having trouble at home and he helped me out. I miss him.
Can I ask how he died?
He didn't want to be here anymore.
You mean...
I'd rather not talk about it. I'm him now. It's all good.
When Calliope died, you were right there. Within moments. How did you know?
I told you. I got word, so I came.
But how did you get word?
Look, when an idol dies, I have to be there. So I just know. It's a Hermes thing.
Did you take the body?
To take the body? Clean up the blood, that sort of thing?
Oh, that too, yeah. But that's on Athena's orders.
To keep the idol secret?
Sure. Can you imagine the questions? I don't know how he hides so well as it is.
Harka goes, I have concerns about Athena's cookies.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
This is probably a stupid question, but... Do you know who might have killed Calliope?
Ugh, why would I know anything about that?
When you came to the apartment, it seemed like you knew her.
Oh no, I only met her once. She didn't live with the rest of the idols or hang out with us very much. She seemed nice though. Angry, maybe. But I don't know who'd want to hurt her.
Athena.
Yeah, angry?
How was she angry?
Pissed off. But more because she cared about everyone too much not to be. I don't know, that's what I thought anyhow. I'm probably wrong.
No, I think you're right.
Do you know if Persephone is here? I need to talk to her.
Oh, you're serious. Why would you want to talk to Persephone? Nobody ever wants that. One time, I laughed too loud near her, and she threatened to ban me from the club. I don't want to be banned. I like it here.
Is she that bad?
Is Persephone really that bad? Why do the idols put up with her?
We're like family, and Persephone is that really mean aunt that nobody wants to invite. Don't tell her I said that. She keeps a list. It's a thing.
Okay, forgot I asked.
Whew! Man, just the thought of talking to Persephone gives me goosebumps. Blech.
We'll see you around?
If you die, then for sure. But, don't die.
You're the best.
She's very helpful. Pan, you bitch.
Okay, you can call him that. He'd like it.
Maybe.
As I live and breathe, if it isn't our dear Muse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hi, Pam.
Tell me, have you decided to leave your troubles behind and join us in the land of shadows and revelry?
Yeah.
He's shady as hell.
Yeah, I like him in the I'm never going to trust you, but you're fine.
Yeah, it's like I will never trust you, but kudos to the voice actor, and you seem to be pretty well written so far. Well, we're gonna thank him first.
Sure.
I should thank you for the address. It's what led me here.
No need to thank me. You'll owe me. Remember.
Yeah.
How you managed to stir the sun god from his oh so tiresome gloom, I cannot imagine. Nicely done.
Hey, I got him.
I mean,
You know what that's like. Larka says he's clearly wearing shades so that we know he's gay.
did I always know she was this cheesy? Like, I think I did, but living with her has really driven that home. Okay, anyway. I like him. You knew I'd find him. He's been helpful. I like him.
I like him. It took some convincing, but at least he's helping me without asking anything in return.
Truly, how do you function with such naivete?
Do you know something I don't?
Yes. I'm sorry, was that in question?
It's like I know so many things you don't.
I'm guessing it's a total coincidence that I'm running into you here.
It must be. The alternative would be that I knew a great many things ahead of time.
Well, did you?
Do I look like an oracle? I am here to listen to thrilling music and meet delicious people. My tastes are simple.
Are they?
Is it
Speaking of
a
simple
coincidence?
tastes, my glass is empty again. The service here is appalling.
You come to the club often.
I assume you're a regular at this club?
And why would you assume that, dear Grace?
I'm pretty sure this
The
booth has your
horns,
name
the-
on it.
You. Do you know Persephone well?
There is no knowing Persephone well. She won't have it. Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Long ago, we were all very different. Over the span of ages, however, even mountains erode.
Larica says, I've gotten cheesier since I took the training role at work.
I believe it.
Need those work-safe jokes.
I feel like how can I trust you is stupid
Yeah.
at this point.
I'm fucking
Like,
skipping that.
But we clearly
Okay.
can't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
You must know why I'm here, right?
Let me guess. You seek our sweet-natured proprietress.
Can you help me find her?
Work. Helping people is all I do, all day long. This, however, you want me to throw myself at the mercy of our lioness. You ask a great deal, Grace.
What if I ask nicely?
What if I asked you really nicely and batted my eyelashes, like so?
Oh no. Not my one true weakness.
I could also flatter you, tell you how shiny your horns are.
All right. Never let it be said that flattery gets one nowhere. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll take you to Persephone.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Do keep that in mind after you've spoken to her.
You're gonna talk to Apollo first.
Sure.
I thought this would be easier, but it's as if Persephone left instructions to thwart me. Every staff member I
Very
approach
possible.
screams and runs off. I hope your search has been more successful.
Can you tell me about Persephone?
It might help if I knew more about Persephone.
It couldn't hurt. What would you like to know, exactly?
Start with what's her story?
Sure.
What's Persephone's story? Her name rings a bell, but I don't...
No doubt you've heard the tale of how Hades, lord of the underworld, kidnapped a young sweet goddess and made her his wife.
That sweet young goddess was... Persephone.
Her mother, Demeter, was so enraged she blanketed the world in ice, rendering it barren and infertile. Zeus was forced to act. He decreed that Persephone would be shared between Demeter and Hades, and thus the matter was resolved.
Someone asked the obvious.
That's her story. As the
What did Persephone want?
Yeah.
So tell me, how much of Persephone's legend is true?
Well, let's see. Hades did kidnap Persephone. That certainly did happen. The idols almost went to war over it until Zeus intervened and ordered Hades and Persephone to wed. That quieted things. At least until Persephone killed Hades.
Ooh. Although I'm kind of leaning towards he deserved it.
Sure.
Sounds like Hades had it coming.
I'd like to say we handled it well. That Zeus and the idols were mindful of what Persephone had been through, but that would be a lie. Persephone was punished for the murder, the underworld taken from her, and we all stood by and let it happen. She has never forgiven us, and honestly, I can't blame her.
What about Zacharias?
Wrong game.
It's hard to shift gears that quickly.
I don't blame her either, but the idols have changed, question mark.
I mean, it doesn't feel like the idols have changed at all.
It
Some
doesn't.
of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like, but I like that that's a question.
Yeah, like if there wasn't a question mark, I wouldn't consider
Yeah.
it. But-
Okay. Go
Right,
for it.
let's
Have
see.
the idols changed much, you think, since those days?
Oh.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know
no,
the
that's a good
saying,
one.
the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Larka goes, Apollo seems to have become more mopey.
He's very mopey.
Wait, Persephone killed another idol.
Oh, long time ago, yeah.
What about all of Athena's rules? Wouldn't Persephone have been, I don't know,
Executed? The murder of Hades is probably why we now have that rule. But back then, we heard Persephone had usurped Hades' throne, but we couldn't believe it. It just wasn't done. Now, of course, I look back and think we should have seen it coming.
Well, sure.
Oh, the benefit of hindsight.
You let him kidnap
Why
her
didn't
and
you
then
see it
force them to
coming?
get married.
You're the god of prophecy.
We've been over
When I
this.
look, I learned long ago not to.
What did Persephone do next?
So what happened to Persephone after...
The murder? She survived, like the rest of us. She got older, and when we came to the new world, I think she would have left us if it was allowed. It isn't, so instead she did as she pleased. She started a cult, became a crime boss.
Oh, what?
It was after her last transition, but honestly, I have no insight into anything Persephone does these days.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's everything. I mean,
Well,
that was it from that line.
Yeah.
I thought she was just mad at me, but everyone seems afraid of Persephone.
Noticed that, did you? Persephone's angry with everyone, and has been for a very long time. I've told you why. But it's more than that. She does not let go of a grudge. 1,000 years could pass, and Persephone will remember what you did like it was yesterday.
Alright, sure, we'll go to your kind of place.
You don't come here often, I'm guessing?
Never. I'm sure Persephone only sent the membership as a formality. I doubt she thought I'd ever use it.
Don't you ever have fun? No drinking or dancing in Apollo land?
Once. When I had the muses to keep me company.
Nah, I'm not in. No, I'm not
Okay.
feeling it. We'll just say I'm sorry.
obviously we're not going to flirt with him. Eros is right over there.
I know, right?
Sorry. I didn't mean to remind you.
It's alright. I'm okay.
I found someone who will bring me to Persephone.
Finally. I'll be right behind you.
You're coming with me? But I thought...
She seems even angrier with you than she is with me. I might be able to mediate.
We'll see, I guess.
Alright.
Why is he still an option?
I don't know. Well, we didn't ask all the questions because some of them were like, that's stupid.
Okay.
So. Alright.
Oh, look, she was at the bar the whole time.
Well, or was she?
She was at the bar the whole time.
Or was she?
If you're angry with anyone, Persephone, be angry with me. It was I who...
I will deal with you later. I was willing to leave you be, Grace, to wait until your guilt was certain. And yet here you are, in my domain, uninvited. Why? Are you here to beg for mercy? Are you here to challenge me? Should I be afraid?
Investigating.
I mean, we kind of just found out what her problems were, so
Yeah.
I have questions.
Yeah, I have questions.
This isn't a challenge, Persephone. I have questions.
Questions for me? Good. Because I have questions for you. Do you really expect us to believe that Calliope chose you? What's the real story? Did you stumble across her as she lay dying and desperate? Are you an accident? Did you learn what she was? Did you torture her, hold her at the point of death until she agreed to hand over her eidolon?
Persephone, this isn't...
You have every reason to try to prove your innocence, Grace. But I have no reason to help
Very active imagination.
Calliope lived at your apartment. Let's do that.
Sure.
You knew Calliope.
We all knew Calliope.
She was staying at your apartment.
You knew her. Better than I or anyone else suspected.
Are you implying that I had something to do with
No,
her
I
death?
just want to ask you what was going on.
That's how idols work, isn't it?
We didn't force this. All right.
You hear that? You're in my house, little muse.
Actually, technically, you just walked
You
in
want
the carpets.
answers? Fight for them.
Well, now her eyes are glowing.
Yeah.
A lost little girl. You shouldn't have come here. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends.
Yeah, you never have been, from what we understand.
Home, little girl. The shadows drawing near, and you all alone. We both know how this ends.
Yes, this whole ambiance screams jazz.
Let's see how far she bends. We all know how this ends.
Hope everyone's having a great night. I guess I'm this evening's sacrifice. But I'll see what I can do. You deserve a good show. Big hand for your usual MC. She's planned a brutal takedown just for me. Hopefully I last a couple rounds. You deserve a good show. I won't let you down.
Clark, Persephone is feeling kind of loungy now, not someone that you would associate
Butterfly,
with
such a
tech.
delicate thing. What a find. I hope she doesn't mind when we pull off her wings. Maybe you don't know who I am. Maybe you don't know who I am.
Why would I come here to start a brawl? I'm just running out of time is all. If it's true that I'm just lost and small, why are you keeping your guard up?
Oh man, you stole that from Pan. What a real renegade.
Hey, what's up?
No you, no point of view. Kid, people have paid. We have seen a whole lot of bands. I know what a song's second hand. Maybe you don't know who I am.
Then I guess you've heard it all before. Gave it my best and then you slammed the door. Raises the question, who else you'd ignore? Stay in the dark and fight your endless war.
She just won't die.
Certain you can't be surprised anymore.
Come on, kid, scram.
You know, there's someone else that I speak for.
Still don't know who I.
Do you hear that?
Calliope.
She had something to say. Would you turn her away?
Yeah, we're trying to be nice-ish with it, but yes, you can go hard brutal if you want to try this again.
Persephone, you've buried yourself.
So I know in this song, if you hear the red options, you start rapping at her.
You're hiding here. You ate a bad seed. That's not on me. Rotten too long, blossomed all wrong.
Change shape. In time, you'll see we all run away into who we will be. Your youth wasn't stolen like it was from me.
Let me help you.
Don't touch me. I don't need help from any of you. I was alone when you know who kidnapped and crushed all my dreams. Still amused.
Yeah,
I just want Calliope back.
You overcame so much on your own. You should be praised. I'm done throwing stones. Please believe me. Do you see me bowing down to you, my queen? Underworld, I hereby concede. You wanted blood, well, there's no more to bleed. Your queen's above that. Now I get that. But can you help Persephone? Help a lost little girl.
Well, you won.
So it appears. If what you told the chorus is true, why do you think Calliope came to you that night?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I honestly don't know. I'm not even sure how she knew where I lived. She must have followed me.
I see. All right, Grace. Come with me. Calliope came to me years ago. She'd grown tired of arguing with the idols, tired of being branded a troublemaker. She couldn't watch the idols wither away without a fight.
Everything points to her at this point.
I knew how she felt.
Not sure why, but
so I gave her the apartment.
So you must know better than anyone what she's been up to.
Not exactly. Calliope and I haven't spoken for at least 2 years. After I heard the news, I went to the apartment and turned it upside down. I had to know the truth.
That was you?
I didn't find anything. Nothing to say what she had been involved with, or gotten into, or who she might have been fighting with.
So what now? Do you still think I'm guilty?
You're clever. You let me win our showdown, and that's a solid move. Calliope may well have chosen you.
If it wasn't Grace, that means someone else was behind Calliope's death. Someone who could keep their involvement hidden.
One of us.
Wait, one sec.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh no!
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like,
Larga goes, so drama!
so drama. What's the playtime on this? Did you
no
check?
idea. Nope, I
Okay.
didn't.
Just because, like, it seems to be progressing at a pace.
Maybe. Let's see here.
Well, I mean, you know, this is still the first whatever. We have to... We need to be we need to be suspicious of more people. We need for at least one of our allies to go, maybe it was you, after we have mostly proven it wasn't.
It says average playtime for the main story is 6 hours.
Okay.
18 minutes.
Okay.
Main plus extras is 7 hours 21 minutes, and completionist is 35 hours. Probably because you have to play through the game 3 times.
Yeah.
Play through it as clever, play through it as hardcore, play through it as... or the charm.
Yeah. Charming. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, well... Stuff.
And things.
There. Yeah, he's back.
Could be.
Just. I feel like I'm like sinking.
Well, it might be a little.
Now it's sitting upright.
Why isn't it working?
I don't know.
There's a cursor now that was not there before.
Wiggle it around some more. You should be okay.
No, she's
No,
right. It's
there's-
just
there's a
floating
cursor in the
middle.
middle.
It's weird.
Oh, that's I don't know. Maybe because Brad bumped the desk. Although the shouldn't. I don't know. Can you move the mouse to the corner? All right, now try.
Does he need to not do anything?
All right.
I mean, I can move this
Okay,
thing.
there you go.
But I can't select anything.
Oh, that's freaking weird.
Oh, apparently Y is pause.
Okay. That's good to know. It's weird that you can press that button but not A.
Can you hit start? Bring it to the menu.
Start.
The one on the right. Okay.
So it's just the A button. So.
Now it looks like it's reading input from something. All right.
I think.
Oh, did you?
I think it was bumped close enough that it was leaning on one of the keys.
Okay, that's probably what it was.
Okay.
Does it have to be an idol?
Okay.
You thought I
Like, it was
killed
just slightly
Calliope.
too close to the keyboard.
Couldn't it have been some other mortal?
Despite how we might look, it's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
It was difficult enough to believe you had done it. If another mortal killed her, they somehow escaped detection. We found nothing, no evidence of a battle.
You looked?
Of course we looked. What do you think was happening while you waited? If Calliope was attacked elsewhere, even magic revealed no trace of it.
Did you say magic?
Sure.
Wait. Did you say magic?
You can battle me through a song in a world of your own creation, and yet magic is beyond belief?
Well, sure. I just thought...
We have our powers just as you have yours.
I can grow a field of corn like nobody's business.
Stop
Some would say
growing
our
corn.
powers are
This
also
country is
magic.
addicted to corn.
Shut up.
True magic is a different and older power. Hecate's domain.
And it was of no use here.
We shouldn't rule it out. We haven't tried everything yet.
Sure, Athena had at least a little bit of magic.
Do we want to say, should we tell Athena?
That's been a while. We can save that if we don't want to.
I mean, here, let's start
Did
with.
Calliope have any enemies? The way you talk about her, she must have. What? What am I missing?
Calliope had a way of making people angry. She could be argumentative.
Yes, but enough to make enemies who wanted her dead?
Not that you or I know of, apparently, but that doesn't mean they didn't exist.
There it is. We could just say it.
What about Athena? She seemed awfully insistent on declaring me guilty, don't you think?
Athena? No, Athena follows the rules.
Well...
Athena has one goal, and one goal only. To protect the idols. And that included Calliope. She'll eventually drive us all mad with her vigilance, but break her own rules? I don't see it.
What about Pan? He showed up at my place out of nowhere, right after I left the chorus.
He did what?
I have to wonder what his angle is.
He has one, that's for certain. Though I've never thought of him as a killer. It would be too... messy.
Still, we should consider the idea. For him to show up so quickly is... odd.
Couldn't we go to Athena with this? If you've changed your minds and you're both part of the chorus.
Athena would be sympathetic, but... the die has been cast.
She won't go back on the edict, not without clear evidence.
Oh, now you want evidence.
She acted on the information she had. If we want to sway her, we need something better.
I'm kind of curious as to what this is.
Sure.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know the idols. Don't you have any ideas?
I told you I wouldn't be of much help, Grace.
Did you now? That's unsurprising. When are you ever of help to anyone but yourself?
Says the woman who forced Grace to challenge her rather than answer a simple question.
Calliope died, Apollo. Calliope, who came with us all the way from the old world.
You think I don't know that? Are you forgetting what the Muses meant to me?
This will go with the charming
Please, both of you. None of this will help Calliope. I know you both miss her. I know you cared about her, but she's not completely gone. A piece of her is in me. She came to me for help, and I don't want to die any more than she did.
More music.
Well, I guess. Wasn't expecting a song here, actually.
I wasn't either.
Listening now, tell us what and you were doomed to.
Calliope, blinded by fire, one match did you strike that consumed you.
How could you blame her? What could she have done to earn such a fate? You are blinded.
God of the sun hides from his own eyes. What would you know about fate?
You say that you knew her, she was family to us, yet you don't hesitate to accuse her. Oh, queen without a throne, go bitter with fury. Not everyone seeks to betray you.
Stop this. There is something missing we're blinded to.
Yes, there's more to seek.
Apollo, your help is not needed here. Go ahead and abandon another muse.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
You replay your injuries
It's
till
far
it's
too
too
late.
late.
You know how far I've been before I
Trapped.
snapped.
This is not about you. Enough! This helps no one.
There he is, God of the sun.
Apollo, for my sake, take a deep breath. I need your help, not your anger. These old wounds, they distract and blind you. You can't see yourselves.
He doesn't know what's important.
And you do?
Follow
Help me.
him or stay.
Stay. I don't know.
I guess we're staying.
Now that Apollo isn't sucking all the oxygen out of the room, perhaps we can get somewhere.
Was all that really necessary? His reaction wasn't great, but you did provoke him.
It wasn't my finest moment, but you saw how he transformed. Apollo likes to pretend he's not the man he used to be, but behind that sad facade lurks exactly the lout I remember. I'll admit the problem you present is a sticky one. If an idol is behind Calliope's death, they're clever. I need time to formulate a plan.
Are we sure Athena's not really an option?
I mean, that's a...
I mean, she's an option to be the suspect.
I have to ask, is Athena really not an option? She wouldn't see what you see? At all?
She might. Athena's no fool. She sees everything in terms of risk. Anything with the slightest chance of being a danger to the idols will not be tolerated.
It was definitely Athena.
Yeah. The Calliope has been pushing them to change, and that change came with risk.
In this scenario, I'm the unacceptable risk?
At worst, a murderer. At best, a usurper.
I have to be a usurper? I can't just be a happy accident?
In Athena's world, there are only dangerous accidents.
You've decided to help me then? I wasn't sure you would.
I've already admitted that Calliope might actually have chosen you. Don't push your luck.
Oh, I didn't mean...
You have fight in you. You've taken quickly to the Muse's powers. It's possible that she saw the potential. So yes, I'll help you. If, however, this has all been a desperate deception, well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I kind of want to flirt with her, to be honest.
All right, do it. For it. It's your playthrough.
I mean,
I like this better than fighting with you. Way better.
Helping you rather than wanting you dead, you mean?
You seem like a woman who gets what she wants.
These days, yes.
Then I'd really rather have you on my side.
Wise choice.
Nancy's been talking nonstop.
What should I do while you're formulating? I don't like sitting on my hands.
Yeah, I've noticed. If you wish to keep busy,
Spend like
burn down the
85,
city,
90.
start a
You know,
revolution,
even at night.
become a terror the likes of which mortals only dream.
Really?
No, Grace. Go home. Be patient. When you see me next, I'll have a better idea of what to do.
I mean, according to this, it's 70 right now, so it should be off.
'70 outside, not inside.
Oh, I know.
And no one opens windows in the house anymore in the evening, so no, the house isn't cooled down.
Hey, Freddy.
Hey.
Is everything okay?
Not really. I felt like crap after you left. I don't know why I acted like that. I just had this image of you being swept off into some new world without me.
I'm willing to say I should apologize.
Yeah, sure.
Because, like, there's a lot of
You're
shit to have dumped on you.
After I dumped the whole "hey, I'm a god" thing on you, I'm the one who should be sorry.
No. I'm gonna cry.
Wait until after we figure out how to save my sorry life.
Right, you are. Tell me what's happened since I saw you last.
3 hours later.
Persephone runs a club called the Underworld.
Still Twilight.
That's a little on the nose.
Elephant bastards
I
in the
would
house.
suggest saying that to her face.
And you ended up staying with her instead of Apollo? I don't know, Grace. She sounds a little volatile.
Paul's depressed and then volatile. So.
Yeah, so she has her reasons?
Yeah.
Sure.
She has her reasons. I just hope I don't end up on her bad side again.
You'll figure your way out of it. You're still you.
I am still me. That's true.
So what are your options? You need to go back to Persephone at some point?
I could go back to Apollo's as well. Make sure he's not sore about what happened.
Oh, and there's this. Pan left a card. Says, "Come by Olympus." I doubt he means the mountain in Greece.
I just spoke to him.
I just spoke to him at the Underworld. If he wanted something, why didn't he just talk to me there?
Because he's creepy and wants to get you alone.
Still not a fan?
You know how some people just set your teeth on edge? That's Pan. I can't help it. But it doesn't matter. I said I'd help, and that's what I'll do. You can count on me, Grace.
Thanks, Freddy.
No, that's better.
The muse! Oh, the embodiment of inspiration! Can you believe it?
And now all of a sudden she's louder.
Yeah.
The sound balance in this game is kind of awful.
Yeah.
Which is a little bad for a game that's all about music.
Yeah.
I'm saying. Let's check in on Apollo.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair.
Just be like, hey man, please don't be mad.
So you went a little crazy. You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Like Persephone said she'd come to us. There's no reason to rush off to her.
Grace.
I don't think we want more favors from
How
her.
lucky is she be back?
What are you doing here? When you stayed with Persephone, I thought that... Well, I didn't expect to see you again.
I just wasn't really sure. I wanted to check on you.
Yeah.
I thought I'd check in on you. The way you left, well, it was quite the scene.
Ah, yes. That. I want to apologize for my outburst. Being around my family brings out the worst in me, I'm afraid. It's why I avoid them whenever possible, and why I should have resisted getting dragged into all this.
Write her down. I both like.
All right, we'll try down.
Apollo, everything you sang about still applies, even if you got angry.
I know.
We all make mistakes. You pick yourself up, and you try again for Calliope's sake.
I'll think about it, Grace. I promise. For now, you're in far better hands.
I'll hold you to that. Don't think I won't.
All right. Let's go see what Pan.
Yeah, I don't think we're in danger with him. We shouldn't take too many more favors. Yeah.
Yeah, try not to.
You know what they say, a verbal agreement isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Oh!
I'd say hello, Grace, but I'm afraid that look on your face might be catching.
I just... What is this place?
It's a garden, darling. Surely even mortals have them.
This building. All those people I pass getting up here. Are they all idols?
Well, at least some of them. Welcome to Olympus, dear Grace. Our home hidden away in plain sight. Marvelous, isn't it?
How many idols are there? I've met, what, less than 12?
Significantly less than 12, yeah.
20, 30. Our numbers have dwindled so much I've stopped keeping track.
Well, that just increased our suspect list.
We're not all equally legendary, it's true. Some idols were barely worshipped, others not at all. Indeed, not all of us are idols. Some are merely immortal. Hangers on, if you will. You'll meet them all, given time.
I've passed this part of the city 100 times. I've never seen this building. Was it always here? Or...
Our Lady Hecate provides glamours that allow certain things to go unseen, such as my glorious horns.
And your giant floppy
Olympus
ears.
is the same. Those invited see it. Those who aren't see exactly what they expect. It's not anywhere as grand as in the old country, but it serves its purpose.
This is great.
I don't know, Pan. Olympus seems pretty grand to me.
As if mortals would know any better. This isn't the first time you've been here. I'm sure Hermes took you to Athena's dreary office.
That's here? Huh.
Good one, that Hermes. Almost as dull-witted as the original, but biddable.
That Hermes was supposed to be pretty clever.
Idols live here?
Oh, he's also a new
I mean,
incarnation.
Calliope didn't, obviously.
Pan talked about it like he was always done.
One must have special dispensation from Our Lady of Wisdom, Athena, before they can take up a private dung heap like Apollo's.
Am I gonna have to give him my apartment?
That's rather putting the cart before the horse, darling. First, you must outlive the weak.
That's
right. Good point. You asked me to meet you here?
I did. As I recall, you owe me a favor that I now wish to collect, if you'd be so kind.
I was expecting this.
Oh, sure. I'm totally in a position to help others right now. Lay it on me.
Here's the thing. A friend has begged for my help, and you're far better suited than I to offer what he requires. I'll give you a key to reach the reliquary where he resides. You help him, and then we're even. If that's not enough incentive, the reliquary is also where you'll find the lovely Hecate. A sorceress of her power could aid your quest. What do you say?
I do kind of feel like we should talk to Hecate.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're obviously going to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This Hecate. Do you think she could help me?
If she's of a mind. She is the goddess of dark magic, the creator of all our marvelous glamours. If anyone can help you, it is she.
And if she's not of a mind?
Then she won't help you. Grace, that part is up to you. I can't be expected to do everything, can I?
And it's like, I feel like this was just more of a, if she's
What is
not
this
up to it, will she kill me
reliquary?
question.
Doesn't that have something to do with the bones of saints or something?
Not those relics. Our relics. The relics of ancient gods. Magical treasures collected over thousands of years. Books, mainly. We store them in a faraway place so no one unsavory can get their hands on them.
Unsavory like you?
Unsavory like most. Athena has decreed that these relics are not to be used by any save Hecate and herself. A rather dull waste of so much amassed knowledge and power, but who am I to judge? I'm not leader of the chorus.
Yeah, Athena is suspicious as hell.
And so is Pan.
Yeah, but at least
These
Pan is
relics
open
are off
about it.
limits. Does that mean they're dangerous?
Some, but I'm not asking you to chase after any of that nonsense. In fact, I'd advise against it.
But what if one of those relics could help me?
My, such an adventurer you are. It's possible, but ask Hecate first. She, and I mean this with complete and uncharacteristic seriousness, is not an idol you or anyone wishes to cross.
Malarica says, Pan seems more greasy than suspicious to me.
This person I'm to help. What does he want? And why can't you do it?
Well, Grace, there are some things you're better equipped to handle than I. This, as I understand it, is a delicate matter of the heart. One that requires a muse's hand.
The heart.
A matter of the heart.
That's kind of what I was
What,
thinking
did you
too.
think I was sending you to rough someone up? Set something aflame? Don't be absurd. The man has an issue with his love life. Even if you can't help him, I'll treat the effort as worth the favor.
So that's it? Fix up someone's love life? Nothing trickier than that?
Oh, the way you talk, Grace. It makes me blush.
It's just...
I trade in willing favors, Grace. If I didn't, no one would want to do as I ask, and then where would I be? I may seem untrustworthy, but allow me to reassure you. If I wish you harm, you will walk into that harm knowingly, and with open arms.
Are you gonna flirt with Pan?
Yeah, sure, a little.
Of course.
We don't have to.
No, do it. It's your playthrough. Do it.
Okay, because did Calliope do that is also an interesting question.
It is. I'm fine either way.
It's kind of a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be a little flirty. Doesn't mean we have to flirt every time.
You're saying you can talk me into anything?
Anything you would enter into willingly and with eyes wide open, which covers a great deal. Yes.
That's surprisingly ethical of you, Pan.
I find consent wildly attractive.
Yeah, I like him.
I'll think about it. But no promises.
Marvelous. The gentleman you seek is named Asterion. Lovely fellow, quite harmless. I'll send a package to your domicile that contains directions and the key you'll need to reach the reliquary.
I said no promises.
Well, if you decide to go, Grace, you'll still need all those things. Say hello to darling Hecate on my behalf, will you?
Malarica goes, he's so smarmy.
I do love that in a character.
We're doing it. Right?
I feel like talking to Persephone is the boring option at this point.
Yeah. So go to the reliquary.
I'd love to select the reliquary.
Right up and left.
There we go.
Okay. It's not always entirely clear what you are selecting.
Yeah,
Okay.
very subtle. Okay.
Why is Freddy with us?
When I opened that shipping container, I was expecting...
She wanted to help, and
I don't know.
Ed said he was help.
rats.
He was.
Yeah. Instead we have... Where the hell are we?
Asterian's harmless.
Yeah.
Wait, this is the reliquary.
Alright, but Asterian's supposed to be.
And no, we're doing a favor for Asterian. I don't know that he's here.
No, he said.
We'll see.
I'm pretty sure that's what Ben.
Yeah, I thought he said both him and Hecate were here.
I have no idea what we're responding to.
Yeah, sorry. Try the buttons other than try like X and B. There's sometimes these games give a dialogue history.
Nope.
It's a shame. I'm pretty sure she asked, "Why did you bring me?"
Or
something like that. I don't know what so.
Let's go with this. Might not be safe.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought you here.
I live for danger.
This isn't D&D, Freddy. Some of these idols, they mean business.
Do not start dissing D&D. There is literally no better preparation for facing a world of gods and magic. Plus, my initiative is ace.
Initiative is based on a dice roll.
You're such a nerd.
You have an initiative bonus.
Speaking of,
You do, but
how
it's
much
not
do you
that high.
actually know about Hecate and this
Maybe
idol?
hers is.
It depends on the version of D&D too. You had a pretty high, especially
was
3.5.
There was nothing wrong with that line. Sure.
Do you know anything about this Hecate? It's not a name that rings bells.
I mean, alright, I won't give...
Well, she was the goddess of witchcraft, the really dark kind.
Oh.
But she's never really portrayed as evil. She was more of an outsider, lived alone, off in her little corner of the underworld. Do you think that's where we could be? Oh, that is so cool. Oh, I bet knowledge is important to her. It could be an angle if you talk to her.
This is a good idea.
That sounds good, yeah. Hey, Hecate! I love your library. So much knowledge! Wow.
Okay, no, we're stupid.
Appreciated qualities, smartass.
I brought you for a reason, right?
We make a fine team, you and I.
The idol we're here to help is named Asterian.
And you know who that is, right?
No. Should I?
She knows nothing about
That's
Greek
the
mythology.
Minotaur's real name. You know,
Right.
big bullhead,
Because
horns, lives in a giant labyrinth.
Hades called him Asterius.
Pan did
Yeah.
not mention that.
Why am I not surprised?
This Minotaur. You don't think he might be dangerous, do you?
Well, traditionally he eats people, but he was also supposed to have been slain by the hero
Theseus, the
Theseus.
lover in this
Well,
case.
not so slain after all. Pan says he has a problem with his love life.
Maybe he needs to stop eating all his girlfriends? Okay, I knew that sounded wrong the moment I said it.
If any of this sounded bad to me, that's it.
We should go inside instead of standing out here in the fog.
It's more of a mist, really.
A mist potentially full of monsters.
In we go, then. Are you really planning on doing that favor for Pan?
I mean, we're here, aren't we?
We could although be here to talk to Hecate, but yeah.
Meddle in love lives? Sweet Talk, the goddess of witchcraft? Freddy, who are you dealing with?
The master meddler and sweet talker.
Damn straight.
I look forward to seeing you in operation. There's no way at all this could go poorly.
Oh god, this could go so poorly.
You had to
Everything fell apart.
Hi, Hecate.
Oh, she's huge.
I guess the Titan thing is literal, huh?
Mortals within the reliquary. Who permits this intrusion, this sacrilege? This knowledge is not meant for the likes of you. I shall grind you into the dust from whence you came!
I am really sorry if we startled you. My name is Grace. We've never met before, but, I'm the new muse.
And I'm Freddy. Big fan.
If I broke a rule, I apologize. Pan didn't mention anything about that, I'm afraid.
You are Grace?
Hey.
Oh, you can shrink.
She was just big so she could reach the higher shelves.
Then Calliope is dead. Is that now? I thought that was not for another 11 months yet.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting.
Sorry,
Yeah,
what was that?
she said that wasn't supposed to happen. I thought that wasn't going to happen for another 11 months.
No.
Yeah, she's like, oh, does that mean Calliope's dead?
Yeah.
Wait, what? You knew Calliope was going to die?
No, I am not informed of this for another 11 months and 3 days.
Or I could just tell you now?
That cannot be. It is written. Yes, it's right here. Calliope joins Grace's band. They become friends. Months later, there is an automobile accident and...
An accident? No, that's not what happened.
Are you saying the books are wrong?
Yeah, seems so.
They're wrong about this. Calliope was murdered just a few days ago.
That is impossible.
I don't know what to tell you.
You will explain. We will both sit and you will explain. There will be tea.
Well, good. Thanks for adding that.
Curious. It is clear something unanticipated has occurred. Something outside the realm of fate.
Is that even possible?
It is, but I must follow the threads back to their source to find the origin of the deviation. It may take years of research.
Well, it's got like 4
I don't
days.
have years. That is unfortunate. If there is nothing else, I must ask you both to leave so I may begin at once.
We've been able to
Is there no way to speed that up? Whoever's behind it might be the murderer.
Such threads are not so easily untangled. I must consult the Moirai, if indeed they are not the ones responsible.
The Moi what?
You might know them as the Fates. They, or any beings of a sufficiently cosmic nature, have the power to undo the order of things.
That does not
Is
sound
Athena a significant
Certainly not.
cosmic
They
nature?
are also not beings I can summon at a whim to solve your mystery. I am sorry.
Actually, I came here to speak to Asterion. If, he is here.
A visitor for Asterion? Strange.
Is that music starting?
Oh, are we doing guests? Is that a thing? I didn't know.
Wow, okay. Freddy was right.
As if there was any doubt.
My old friend, this is Grace. She is our muse from the line of Calliope, and it is she who asked for you.
Can we talk?
Sure.
Hi there. Can we talk? Somewhere in private?
Talk? What, you and me? Why? What about?
You know, about a delicate matter that maybe you needed help with?
Oh, nope. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. No delegates here.
There you have it, Grace. I believe now is the time when you leave.
But there must be some mistake.
There is no mistake. Not this time.
Are you sure about that? Because I'm not going.
It's Hecate.
It is written.
Did you hear that? Pan sends me all this way and Asterion won't even talk to us?
Maybe there's another Asterion?
Yeah, more likely Pan's got me chasing my tail. This was pointless.
Well, I don't think we're getting back inside. Do you have another plan?
We can't. No. Maybe this?
Sure.
We could try it, yeah.
I don't know if my powers will even work on Hecate, but it's worth a shot.
Ooh, a musical number. Do you think this one could be... do you hear what I'm hearing?
Oh, you still here? I had to run the entire... Oh, that's a long way, isn't it? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to send you away, alright? I just couldn't tell you, not in front of Kate.
Marika goes break back into the library with the power of song.
Why couldn't you... Wait. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Oh, this is so great. I love this.
I heard what you said about Calliope. I can help you. I really, really can. It has to be you. I am so in love with my dear sweet Kate. I just don't know how to tell her. Please help me tell her.
Are you really the Minotaur? Like, the monster who roamed a maze and ate people?
And is supposed to be dead?
Well, my father locked me up in a labyrinth, but I never ate anyone.
Oh, well, that's good.
Except Theseus. But he was a bellend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you really call Hecate Kate? Off topic, I know, but I have to ask.
Sometimes she has to go into the mortal world for a short time and do things for Athena.
Uh-huh. And...
Well, she had to make up a magic disguise, a new identity. And I thought she should give it a proper name.
And you suggested Kate?
Yeah, she really liked it. She said, "Thank you, Asterion."
Let me get this straight. You're in love with Hecate. That Hecate.
Oh, mate, Kate is... She's just the best. Like, she knows everything, and she always smells so good. Like, she's so nice to me, and she doesn't even have to be. And we got stuck in the tower together because we can't live in the mortal world. I know I could make her happy. I want to try. Won't you help me?
Have you tried, I don't know, talking to her about how you feel? I take that as a no.
I don't have the words. I've tried. Every time, I end up knocking over a table, or killing a cat, or talking about how sometimes meat has that grisly texture I don't like.
You killed her cat? Oh, no.
It was a small cat. I panicked. I'm just not good at words. Right? Really not good.
Okay, so you're in love with Hecate.
No.
What is it you think I can do?
Lay the soul
A
bare.
muse knows about poetry and the heart and how to make words beautiful. All I want is to ask her, but I need good words. Please say you'll help me.
Words so good.
I don't know. Doesn't this feel a little weird?
Which part?
Helping him woo her with my powers.
You heard what Pan said. You can't make anyone do anything they don't want to do. You can only make them say what's in their heart.
Yeah, that's the part I can't do.
Hecate might say no. You know that, right?
She probably will. I mean, she's Kate. And I'm me. But just once, I'd like to be able to ask her, to say it out loud instead of thinking it. I'll still help you, no matter what she says. I promise.
I do this and you'll help me in return, right?
Athena made Kate swear. She's not allowed to say anything about what happens at the tower. But she never made me swear. Maybe she never thought anyone would ask. But I'll tell you, even if Kate doesn't like it, I'll tell you.
If I do this first.
If you help me, any trouble will be worth it.
Alright.
Okay. I have an idea.
You do? Well, you do?
You, my bullish friend, are gonna sing your little heart out.
Grace always has the best ideas.
I'll set up a vibe and you go for it.
I'm not great at words. I'm more of a dancer.
Just speak from the heart. Be honest.
You can do it.
You cast a spell on me. Not literally, obviously. But I feel in summary, you and me are meant to be. 'Cause you put a hex on me.
Yeah.
You didn't do it to me directly. I'm not blaming you specifically, just that metaphorically. Shit, can someone help me?
It's okay. Okay, what are some of the things you love about her?
I love the sea change.
Hecate, with you there's so much to love. Oh, I'm not saying you're fat.
Did not just say that. Tell her something she doesn't know about herself.
Oh, Katie, to me, you know you in rapture?
Ooh, good word.
Is your pallid skin, your lips are so thin, your love of books.
Asterian, I have but one thought. Why is it that you seem so distraught? Are you saying you're in love with me? You couldn't possibly. Really? Oh, you're doing great. Give it another go.
You've cast a spell on me. It's a feeling that's killing me. But let's say categorically, oh, Katie, it's just you and me.
I cannot hide from my reality. I can't help but think it's best that you forget me. I feel so little joy. My want is to destroy. You will come to resent me. I'm truly fond of you. Yet now it appears that you love me. How can you be so sure? What is my allure? Tears are near certain.
I could never make you cry.
It's not my tears I fear. What if I lose you?
Couldn't. Oh, I feel so powerless.
Let me be crystal clear. Do you believe this love of yours shall persevere? Despite all it won't face, it won't disappear. My virtues are few, and if we see this through, the pain that we share may be too severe.
Oh, of course she sings my song better than I do. Help me!
Freddie, you gotta step in. Me? Yeah, you're just as qualified as I am.
Hecate, I'd say he's really put himself out there. Now he cannot undo. It's a brave thing to do. Wish I had his daring. Well, I'm saying that I've missed out before. Last chances rushed out that exit door. I could never let my heart be heard. And it's withering. Now I'm reconsidering.
I have always counted on you to speak to me honestly. You're at my beck and call. I've never thanked you at all, and yet you still love me. I let travelers know which way to go, but it bothers me. My own path I forego always seemed apropos. Yet where has this led me?
Maybe one step across the line will weave its own spell in given time.
The thought with which I must contend is, can I love my best friend?
Yes. Just decide.
Asterian,
Kate?
it seems you've cast a spell on me.
You will not regret this.
Not yet. It is written.
You cast a
Oh
spell
dear.
on me.
To think I shall have my own story.
You cast a spell on me.
And we shall write it together.
You've cast a spell on me.
A tale of romance and glory.
You've cast a spell on me.
But do we have enough leather?
You cast a spell on me.
Or what exactly?
We don't know. No one needs to know that.
Well, that was diverting. You felt this way the entire time, Asterion, and you said nothing?
I didn't think I was worthy. I mean, look at me. I'm only, you know, half a man.
You have been a devoted friend over the long and lonely years, Asterion. I only wish I had realized sooner we could have been more. As for you, Grace, I thank you for arranging this diversion, however it came to pass.
Wasn't it written?
Do we wanna?
It's a question. It seems like we can always ask them this.
I don't get it. Didn't you know this would happen? Wasn't it written?
Of course it was. It was also written that I would be unaware of Asterion's feelings until he spoke them to me.
But you knew that.
I follow the rules. It is written.
Okay.
I'm happy it worked out.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see someone happy, finally.
That would be me.
I am also not displeased by this course of events.
Wow, look at you. Living the wildlife.
Come, Asterion, I wish to speak of this further, and find an appropriate outfit.
Yeah, don't want to know.
Hey, wait for me outside, yeah?
These don't take too long. So now we have Eros the Leather Daddy and Hecate
How
the
long
Leather
are we
Mommy.
supposed to wait?
No, please
Over
don't.
an hour.
Please don't. You didn't need to do that.
It's fine, Grace. I doubt the Minotaur would break his promise. So, when I tell you.
Whew. You still here? I'm sorry. Kate had a lot to say.
Everything's okay, I hope?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it was so wonderful. Kate just wanted to talk about feelings and that, which, well, neither of us are good at. Right, so, I suppose you want to know how Calliope broke into the reliquary that night.
She did what?
No, we didn't know anything about that. Do you mean the night she died?
Oh, well, I thought you already knew. Yeah, the night Calliope died, she broke in somehow. Thing is, we know she didn't take anything or even touch anything. I just remember the alarms, and I chased after her.
Did you say the reliquary has alarms? Like burglar alarms, cameras?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It just has a lot of protections. You know, magic.
I don't know magic, actually.
Oh, it's just meant to keep the dangerous stuff from being touched. It was set off, so something happened in the reliquary. We just, don't know what exactly.
How do you know Calliope didn't touch or take anything?
Kate knows everything in the reliquary, right down to the last book. She's been looking, but she can't figure if anything was touched. It makes her so mad not to know. And it made Athena pretty mad too.
Athena got involved?
Yeah, when Kate finally told her, Athena wants Kate to keep investigating, but it doesn't look good.
At this point, Athena's so suspicious. I'm not even.
Yeah, now I'm
starting to question her.
uncomfortable. It's like
Those alarms don't go off if someone breaks into the reliquary? They don't detect intruders?
Well, normally nobody does that.
Well, Calliope did. She got in somehow.
Well, she must have snuck in the back way. Where do you think I keep running from? Whatever Calliope did here, it was enough to set off the alarms. That's all I know.
What relics are there? Maybe Calliope was looking for one, but couldn't find it before...
Yeah, that I'm not supposed to say.
Do you have the golden fleece, the shield of Zeus, the sword of Damocles? Is it suspended?
You know a lot about that stuff for a mortal.
So it's all real?
I can neither confirm nor deny any of that. All I know is that nothing got used and nothing got taken.
You chased Calliope, but did you ever catch up with her?
No. If I'd have caught her, I'd have brought her back and Kate would have gotten answers out of her. All I know is that she was bleeding bad, but I don't know why. I wanted to help her, but she got away in the fog. Then I ran into Medusa.
Wait, what? Medusa? Here?
Yeah. Well, she's not normally here. I think maybe she was chasing after Calliope too.
Gonna go talk to Medusa?
Oh boy.
What was Medusa doing here?
She was chasing after Calliope too, I think, but she wouldn't say why. I asked. She never got into the reliquary though. She was just out here in the fog.
Couldn't Medusa have broken in like Calliope did?
Yeah, but I chased Calliope from the reliquary. If Medusa had been there, I would have seen her.
How could Calliope have been wounded?
It couldn't have been Medusa, like I said. She never got close.
But Calliope was wounded inside the reliquary?
That's where the blood was. We don't have anything that would attack anyone, though.
So someone else. But they did it inside the reliquary.
If so,
before she got in.
They vanished after.
Athena knows what happened here the night Calliope died?
Yeah, Kate told her a day or so later, I think. We didn't know Calliope died that night, though.
What? Athena didn't mention it?
Nope. Not that that's weird. She's, well, she's not the chatty type, you know? She came in all quiet and cool, wanted to know who was here that night and what Calliope might have wanted. She swore Kate to silence. Not me, though. Guess she's not as smart as Kate.
This means Calliope came here the night she died. This is where she was attacked.
But we don't know by whom.
We know Medusa was here. She might even have been involved.
Well, she's super scary, but, you know she works for Athena, right?
Everybody
I
works
thought
for
maybe that's
Athena.
why she was here, but Athena said she didn't know about it.
That does seem suspicious.
If that's all you need, then I have to go. Kate will be so mad if she finds me gone. Good luck, Muse.
You okay there, friendo?
I'm just thinking about Calliope. What happened to her here? Whatever she was trying to do, she probably didn't succeed. She ran from here, dying, maybe straight to our apartment.
Because you were her last hope.
Yeah. What if she hadn't made it? She must have known.
One thing at a time, Grace. You'll figure it out. I know you will.
I guess so. Next thing is to go back to Pan. Tell him his favor is done.
Not talk to
What an
Medusa.
adventure.
Sorry?
You're just lucky, Grace. Luckier than you think. You go do what you have to, and I'll meet you back at the apartment. Okay?
This Pan still irritates me. Nalarka says none of this is making Athena less suspicious.
Pan!
Yeah, okay.
I hope you're here, because I don't know where else to look for you.
Of course I'm here, Grace. Where else would I be but amongst the trees and the wild things? I really must thank you, by the by. Asterion is simply over the moon, and he's already repaid me with this select tome from the reliquary.
That's what he was really.
Yeah.
That's why you did all this? Because you wanted some book?
Not just some book, but a tome from the forbidden depths.
I doubt Hecate would be pleased.
Oh, most assuredly not. Neither would Athena, which makes it all the more delicious.
I'm actually going to be really disappointed if it
trust
ends
you
up
got what
being
you need.
Pan.
Yeah.
More grist for the mill of your innocence, as it were.
It's quite the coincidence. The place you sent me just happens to be the place Calliope was attacked?
That is quite the coincidence. You must be very grateful.
Yeah, but he is,
It's
like...
just hard to trust a coincidence that big.
You have no reason to be suspicious. I know nothing of what happened to Calliope at the reliquary. I suppose the question at the heart of this is, do you believe me?
Oh. I don't really want to keep flirting with him right now.
No, not at this point.
So it's like, I'm trying to.
I'm trying to, Pan, but you make this really hard.
Ah, yes. Doubt. What a fascinating concept, and an excellent reason to hesitate. Alas, it is my burden to be forever condemned by my idle brethren. I've become accustomed to it. Truly. I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall. If you're looking for innocence, however, well, I'm afraid that's one thing I cannot provide.
And if I can't accept that? If I find out you're somehow involved in this?
You'll do what you do, and I'll do what I do, and we'll see where that takes us.
We don't.
That's an option.
I don't know that we still need his help. Because, like, Persephone is definitely on our side.
We don't know that we don't, though. As much as you are the worst is hilarious.
Yeah, Larka says Pan is the worst.
Alright, fine.
We'll see where that takes us. Pan, you are just the worst.
Aren't I, though?
Yeah, I knew he'd like
If I
it.
could make a suggestion, live the high life. Throw caution to the wind.
That's your suggestion?
And why not? It's the same as when I first met you, Grace. You can enjoy being an idol. Simply follow my lead.
Oh, make or break the relationship already. Wow.
Oh, we'll go why not, just because I don't necessarily want to... Whatever.
I mean, this feels more significant, like...
Yeah, because we haven't
this
had a
is
broken
this is
heart option
us
before.
taking him up on a wild night.
Maybe? Like, I don't know. But then does that destroy him as an ally?
No idea.
I feel like this is... I think this is just us turning him down on his advances, not saying we're not willing to...
Well, I don't know what you
But-
want to do.
It's up to you.
I don't know. Nilarka, do you have a voice in on this one? She's typing.
Yes.
Not strong either way. All right, babe, it's all you.
Yeah, you're all very helpful. Thank you.
I mean, there's a real chance that this means us sleeping with him. Is that what you...
I mean, I don't know that I care.
Okay.
Like, it's fine if we do. It's also possible this just means we go get drunk with him. Because it's kind of indeterminate what affection means.
Yeah.
So...
You can go with why not.
Why not?
See now, this is why I like you. Such a sense of the inappropriate. It is an ugly business, living among the gods. You'll always twist an arm, even if you're trying not to. And so I say, let's do it. The world, it needs that guy who is prepared to move the pieces in from every side. All of the world's on the edge of a knife, so I choose partying. There's no need for strife. So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance. So what, the call was close. We're both alive and well. We'll live to fight another day, as far as I can tell. And even if you don't, and I expect you won't, I promise you'll be glad you spent the night with me. So dance, little Gracie, come, won't you dance? Only so much of your life's in your hands. Haven't I helped you? The rest is chance. So come on, let's have this dance.
Do you really think I'm so hopeless? Or is it you who's afraid to show me how you really feel?
Don't be like that, Grace. We both know this is who I am. I can't change, so take it or leave it. I won't repeat it. I'm only here for the dance.
Which was fine. Yes.
You don't have any hope for me, do you? You're just taking what you can get before it's over.
I've seen this story many times, Grace. I've told this story many times. And it always ends the same way.
How's the storytelling?
You're hoping to find Medusa, I expect.
Changing the subject? And how do you even know about that?
I'm just trying to be helpful, Grace. In my way. You'll find Medusa at a dingy little club appropriately named the Viper's Nest. Give her my regards. But do be careful if you call on her, Grace. Medusa is a hideous monster and should be treated as such.
It is interesting how that choice led to that.
It certainly wasn't what I was expecting for the choice.
Yeah. Although I also wonder how much the song choice
Yeah.
did that, because instead of going with charming, I went with
Clever.
clever.
Yeah.
Because it's like, do you really think I'm hopeless?
So at this point, like, I feel like talking to Persephone isn't a terrible idea. Talking to Freddy is also fine.
Yeah, let's talk to Persephone.
It's like we found some real information.
We did.
Oh, back already, are you? It's just as well. I've asked around, called in some favors, just enough to get an idea of what all the idols are currently up to. Much as I'm loath to admit it, I'm back to thinking Pan may be our prime suspect after all.
Why Pan? I thought you'd rejected him as a suspect.
I did. It doesn't seem like his style. Pan has always preferred scheming over direct confrontation. But the thing is, how did he know about you so quickly? What does he hope to gain by sticking his nose in?
A favor or two, I guess.
Half the idols owe him a favor or two. No, he's up to something else. Until I know what it is, I can't discount the possibility that he's involved in all this.
Let me offer an alternative to your Pan theory. What about Medusa?
So my sources are correct. You have been running around doing things on your own.
Well, yes.
Yeah, maybe I should bring you up to date.
Medusa was at the reliquary that night. You don't intend to confront her directly, do you?
I mean, kind of.
You think I shouldn't?
Uh,
Or we could say, of course.
Yeah, well, let's go with you think I shouldn't, because it's non-committal.
Yeah.
You think I shouldn't? How else will I find out why she was there?
There's always a way, Grace. Asking someone directly isn't the only method. Confronting Medusa should be your last resort. For now, I'd say looking into Pan's involvement is more important. I want to send you to a party, Grace, one Aphrodite is holding. She and Eros know Pan perhaps better than anyone. If you go, it'll give you a chance to find out what he's really up to.
Okay.
You know Aphrodite better than I do. Can't you talk to her?
She and I don't get along.
You don't.
Like how you and Apollo don't get along?
Even
Or you
more
and anyone
intensely
else
than
don't
that.
get along.
I once said some things about her husband. They were true, but unwelcome. Suffice it to say, if I showed up at Aphrodite's party, revealing Pan's secrets would be the last thing on her mind.
Why a party? Couldn't I just go wherever she lives and ask her?
You could, but if you go to this party, she'll be grateful. She holds it from time to time and always asks Calliope to attend, but Calliope never would. You can put two and two together. A grateful Aphrodite might be willing to tell you what Pan is really up to.
Wouldn't it be better if I checked out Medusa instead?
So you somehow discovered where to find her?
I have my ways.
I won't stop you, but the party is a better place to start.
One wild party with the goddess of love coming up.
It's less of a wild party and more of a somber affair.
You mean like a cocktail party?
Let me put it this way. Apollo will likely be there.
Gotcha. Expectations of fun downgraded considerably. I'll let you know what I find.
I mean, I'm down for... do we want to talk to Freddy and then go to Aphrodite's party?
We only have about 5 minutes. Maybe we just talk to Freddy and then be done.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Easy.
Hey, so what's the news, Miss Muse?
Miss Muse?
Well, does a muse have a proper form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not just yet, no.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
No, I told them you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should we tell them, do you think?
What for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
Is he still crashing on Brian's couch?
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right? Just some giant beanbag things?
Then where is Kaz sleep?
Yeah, it's cute. They'll tell us when they're ready. But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know what I mean. Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Can you imagine having a muse in
Well, as
your
I see
band?
it, there are two ways this goes down. One, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Or two, we get back to it and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
I still really hate that name.
Look, Grace, you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
Freddy is great.
Freddy's pretty great.
Exactly how much do you know about the Greek gods, Freddy?
I know my Greek mythology, but what I've read clearly doesn't line up with who they are today. Or who they ever were, maybe.
Still might be useful. There's gotta be some truth to those stories, right?
Maybe. Who do you want to hear about?
Yes.
What about Apollo?
Okay, so the prophecy stuff checks out. Apollo was god of the sun and light, but also kind of enlightenment in general. He's always talked about as this beautiful and cultured god involved with the arts and the muses, kind of a Renaissance man before the Renaissance.
He's clearly had a rough time since those days.
Well, he was also a giant horn dog, Grace. I can list off like a dozen men and women Apollo has had as lovers, and there's probably more.
Weren't they all like that, though?
I mean, Apollo's no Zeus. He never assaulted anyone as a swan. And no, they aren't all like that. Our sun god had a reputation.
Tell me what you know about Persephone.
Honestly, she's the least like her stories. Usually, she's either a victim or just the wife of Hades, or both.
And that's it? She was kidnapped by Hades, end of story?
Pretty much. Her mother was so angry she created winter. But otherwise, Persephone was just your average sweet and virginal fertility goddess.
You're right, that doesn't sound like her at all.
Must be hard to be defined by this one thing that happened to you thousands of years ago. I'd be pissed if everyone thought my story ended there.
Well, she is pretty pissed. That much is true. You said Pan was some kind of lust god, right?
Kind of. Pan's a god of the wild, and I guess that translates into a sort of lustfulness and earthiness, humping nymphs in the forest sort of thing.
And you don't like him?
Honestly, he's exactly what I'd expect him to be. All the stories say he's a lech and a beast. The Christians equated him with the devil. Weirdly, he's also the only god who's supposed to have died, though it's never really clear how or why. Anyhow, there's a great statue depicting Pan having sex with a goat. Next time you see him, you gotta ask him about it.
I mean, in fairness, the Christians basically take any excuse to equate things with the devil.
Or Calliope in particular?
Yeah, for starters, there were supposed to be 9, though I guess there are some sources that said there were only 4, maybe 3. Each of the muses had her specialty. Did you know that Calliope is supposed to be the muse of epic poetry? She inspired the Odyssey.
Wow, I don't even like poetry.
Yeah, it was said her singing voice was unmatched. So they got that part right at least.
Did she also lead the ancient Greeks in giant choreographed dance numbers?
Oh, you haven't done that yet.
She once turned a bunch of snobby princesses into magpies, so there's that.
What about Athena? Is she really supposed to be the goddess of wisdom?
Sure, but mostly that's meant as tactical knowledge. Athena wasn't all sweetness and light. She was a warrior goddess. She was also the goddess of heroes. There are loads of stories where Athena helps guys like Odysseus or Jason or Perseus.
No female heroes back in those days?
Yeah, guess not. Women were the weaker sex, which maybe is why Athena was portrayed as being vindictive. She cursed Medusa, one of her own priestesses. She turned people into spiders, struck them blind, started the Trojan War. It's the whole thing.
Not being as wise as advertised is on brand for her then. Just how many of these gods are there? From what I've heard, lots of idols live around here.
Well, there are tons of minor gods in Greek mythology, hundreds even, depending on how you define them. Oddly, there is never any mention of the word idols in relation to them. Maybe it's like how people worshipped idols?
I sort of assumed it was related to the eidolon.
Which is a Greek word, but I think it means ghost. An image of someone after they died.
Makes sense.
Me? I'm more amazed at all the big names missing. Not just Zeus and Hades, most of the Olympians seem to be gone. Makes you think about what's been lost, but also what might still be out there.
I'm surprised Ares isn't alive and well.
Yeah.
Might as well.
You think there might be other gods out there?
Well, there are all those gods the idols say wandered off. We don't know they're dead for sure, right? They could be living it up in Australia. Who would know? Then there are all the other mythologies, hundreds of cultures, each with their own pantheon. So what's so special about the Greeks? That only their gods are real, right? And all those other pantheons could be living in secrecy, just like the idols. And that means they're hidden from each other, too. Oh, they could be everywhere and no one would know.
It's like a whole other secret side to the world.
Yeah, it's cool, right? I hope I get to meet Ganesha one day. Or maybe Lakshmi?
I wonder how much of those stories are true.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm giving you the quick version. There are reams of textbooks out there covering all this, but even they rarely agree with each other.
Really?
That is true.
Nothing definitive?
Ancient Greece was 3,000 years ago, Grace. Not much information survived all that time, if it was even valid to begin with.
Yeah, Library of Alexandria got burned down.
Yeah, that kind of put a hamper in a lot of
And then there's the whole, like, different cults formed you know, that looked at the gods different ways. We kind of went into that with the whole Zagreus
I
thing.
find weird that the idols have managed to remain completely secret all these years. Sure, they have magic and whatnot, but in all this time, nobody's found them out? Athena is that good?
Who says nobody has found them out? The way I see it, it's like UFOs.
Okay, I have to hear this.
Okay, so you can have real evidence that UFOs exist and that governments have covered it up and people still wouldn't believe it. Why? Because they'd get laughed at if they admitted it. Imagine the headline. Greek gods exist and are living among us. What website would even run that?
Weird conspiracy ones. Yeah, you're right.
I didn't play inside.
That's enough questions for now.
You sure? I
They
could
all
talk all
hook you
day.
up
You
magic
know I
that
can.
keeps them in.
I'll check back with you
Nice.
soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery
Good
solving.
old glamour. Alright, have we reached time? It looks as though we have. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna bring up the remote access so I can shut everything down without having to get up. That'd make me lazy. So, what are your guys' thoughts on the game thus far?
I mean, it's interesting.
Yes, definitely interesting.
Sound balancing is a problem.
Seriously.
Like, for real.
I'm enjoying it. I think that
Yeah.
things are sufficiently twisty. Like, we suspected Athena immediately, but it's still not a cut and dried case or anything.
Yeah. I'm not sure because it feels like they're laying it on super thick how obvious it is that it's Athena.
Right.
But then you also have the gods going, there's no way it could be Athena.
Right.
So I don't know. And honestly, so far, Athena seems the most likely. Because for as much as Pan's being weird and sketchy, he's pointing us in the right direction too many times.
Right, yeah. Like, he's giving us way too many information. It's
Yeah.
just if there is any way this could get back to him, he wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
And like, I think he knows that it's Athena too, and he revealed his hand when he said, "Oh no, Athena's always in charge." Like, I think he wants to usurp the current order, and this is his chance, and that's why he's going to allow.
And that could be it because because he's also made the comment about how, look, I already know no one's ever going to trust me, and so
he can't just
we're
accuse her.
Yeah, and we're unique in the fact that we will listen to him.
Although I do still find it funny that Athena was like, we change with the times, yet none of them have.
Yeah.
Except for maybe Calliope. But
I mean, a little.
It's
like,
I think she probably thinks they've done a lot of changing because, like, they came to the new world, they live in a high rise, like.
And as it's been pointed out, Persephone is nothing like any of her stories.
But it's because she's been holding a grudge for thousands of years. Like, she hasn't changed because she's still pissed off over what happened.
I mean, yes and no. Like, they have changed, but not. I guess it depends on what you mean by change.
Yeah.
They've
changed in some ways and not in others.
Yeah, because, yes, she's still holding grudges and hasn't gotten over her trauma, but she's, been a crime boss. She's running a nightclub. She's, she has adapted through time. I would say better than Athena has, based on what we've seen. Even if she has not dealt with her emotional issues. But, yeah. I look forward to next week.
Okay. On that note, we will be playing more next week, and we'll catch you guys later. Have a good night. Bye!
Bye!
Okay, stream is off.
And then Jesus, Apollo has abs for days. Stayed up an hour past my bedtime because the story was too compelling.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Well, for all that none
none of my classes covered anything about mythology, I was eating that shit up.
Sure.
You can't join us down here if you want.
Yeah. That although like that honestly surprises me because even Fiona had a Greek god segment in 6th grade.
If I had anything about it, it was in like elementary school and I don't remember it.
Okay.
But like middle school, high school, nothing.
Okay.
Oh, that's...
But yeah, no, like
because like my interest in Greek mythology comes from a book I got at the Scholastic Book Fair in elementary school.
Well, and yeah, and I believe that.
But like we didn't touch on like we might have had something that like brushed over it. Like I have a vague recollection of an academic. Yes, the Greeks had this collection of people, and then the Romans had an almost identical collection of people. Check. But like that was it.
Okay.
There was no anything in it.
Okay. Well, and like, admittedly, I was interested in Greek myths by the time I got to that point in school. I had already been reading the giant book from my elementary school for years. However, I do remember just enough of those classes to know that I would have come out of them knowing who Hermes was.
I find it very believable that somebody made it out of the school system being like, is that a type of shoe?
Yeah, I mean, I believe it too, especially if she had no interest in it, like, which she clearly, I feel like she really doesn't.
Well, yeah, no, clearly not.
So, like, even if she did have a section on it, that stuff can go in one ear and out the other, and with an easy passing grade even.
And like, she definitely wouldn't get the bad Nike book I just made.
Yes, I know.
Drea got my bad Nike joke.
And
I always wonder, like, how many of like the sports dudes who like rep Nike know
who Nike is.
Who Nike is.
Also, for the record, I totally get Eris too.
I know, right? It's
Well,
like
I'll just be alone in this household. That's normal.
I mean, he's not really big.
I mean, you're lucky big bulky guys are my type, sir.
Yeah. You cannot be complaining either.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not